He's Tennessee's #1 family law and divorce attorney group. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group to help your family in their hardest times. 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Fires the ball down the middle. Jason Swain.
It's time to kick off 3 hours of fair and honest discussions that go beyond the headlines of today's sports news.
And for a Tennessee touchdown.
From the Budweiser studios of 99.1 The Sports Animal, here are a couple of guys with over 30 years of combined knowledge of Tennessee sports. Here's Josh and Swain.
Good Monday afternoon. Welcome in to Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We are very excited to be with you on this Labor Day holiday. No time to take a break. There's football to talk about, Jason Swain.
Absolutely, man. It's a great day to do it.
Tennessee is 1-0.
1-0. Mm-hmm.
I hope you hopped on months ago. I gave out my Week 1 lock of the week to begin the season.
Mm-hmm.
I guaranteed a Tennessee victory against Chattanooga. And the Vols proved me right.
Well, that's why I was trying to talk about NC State as much as I did, because I knew what was going to happen. We all knew what was going to happen versus UTC.
We sure did.
The question was, how many points was Tennessee going to score, and how many points would Tennessee allow? And Tennessee scored a lot and didn't allow one single touchdown.
You got your 60 and almost
got 70.
Almost got your 70.
Shout out to the Bama boy, Jordan Ross.
Should Tennessee have gone for 2 to end the game?
Nah. No.
Would
No,
Jason?
Mr. Randy Boyd wouldn't have liked that.
No, probably not. Would head coach Jason Swain have gone for 2?
Nah, I wouldn't have done that.
Okay, trick play out of the
No. I'm a nice guy, man. I wouldn't
Sure.
have done that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, listen. Tennessee could have scored 80. Could have scored 100 if they wanted to. So
Yeah.
You got the win. You got a lot of people in there to play. You got out of there unscathed. You had to sit a bunch of dudes at halftime because of a little scare in the last possession of the first half. You got everything you wanted, everything you needed.
Yeah, they were done in the first half trying to figure out what was going on with some of the starters. Cooper didn't need to play anymore. Nico definitely didn't need to play anymore. And I'm sure they would like as much work as they can get for those guys, but the same applies to August when you allow those guys to get breaks. So they made the most, I think, of everything in the first half. Although you will hear Nico with a comment about what he learned, and he points to the end of the second quarter. So we'll have that. We'll have Josh Heupel's press conference coming up. Big Monday reacting to Tennessee as well as the opening weekend of college football.
Yeah, normally you don't see the starters sit down at halftime. Normally you don't see that. Usually you want your offense, your defense to start fast in the second half, and you want your first team to be out there just to work on things. But I think the first half spooked the coaching staff because the last drive of the first half, too many UTC players in the backfield, and you just don't want to risk it with Nico. And so it was the right decision to sit him out for the rest of the game, but I was a little bit surprised.
I will offer the disclaimers. I'm sure I will again before the end of the show. I recognize the opponent and the level of competition, but you couldn't really ask for more from Nico to start things out, huh?
Imagine if Nico would have played more last year in garbage time. He would have had 500 yards in the first half, right? That is why we didn't need to see Nico last year versus Austin Peay at the end of the game, versus UTEP at the end of the game, or UTSA, which one of those teams we played.
Yeah. Nico's got to get his work. No, he doesn't.
No, you don't.
If you want to see him, that's fine.
They know what they have.
Yeah.
But if you want to see him like we all wanted to see him, I understand why you want to get him in there. But you saw Saturday why this staff felt comfortable with him not getting those reps last year. He's special. I've been telling you this. When people have been trying to pump the brakes on the hype, no, I'm not going to do it. He deserves the hype. He's that good. He's that special. And I know it was against UTC, but every ball that was thrown to a wide receiver, it was called stride. And, I asked Dante Thornton about, how easy it makes it for him. All he did was just smile. Mm-hmm. Big old smile on his face, because Nico makes guys like Dante look a whole lot better. Brew McCoy look a whole lot better, because he's going to throw you open. He's going to throw you so you can go score.
And Dante looked better, right?
You look better.
What did he tell you post-game, that he's not as overwhelmed mentally, or he's not thinking as much? You talked to him post-game about the difference from last year to this year.
Yeah, he just relaxed.
Yeah,
he just relaxed a lot. I mean, last year, him and I had a conversation, because you can tell when someone wants it. And Dante wanted it. I mean, he transferred from Oregon to Tennessee. It was a fresh new start. I mean, he's very excited about the offense, seeing what Jalen Hyatt did the year before. He wanted it bad. He wants to be able to take care of his family. He wants to be able to come in here and make big plays. But he was stressing a little bit too much. He was tense. To catch the football, your hands have to be relaxed. And he was really fighting the football at times last year. And he's playing in the slot, which we saw later in the season, him make more plays on the outside. He was more comfortable. He had his best game against Missouri. Got hurt in that game. But Saturday, he was relaxed. He was having fun. At the end of the day, he was having fun. And that's why I think he had a big old smile on his face. It was good to see.
Good start for him. Brew McCoy's back. He was involved heavily early in the offense.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be games where the matchup favors you. Brew was lined up many times short side of the football field. That's an easy throw for Nico. There was soft coverage, and Brew could have had probably 10 catches just because of the coverage and the game plan for that game. Chris Brazel could have had 2 or 3 touchdowns and 4 or 5 more catches. But one thing we did see is you throw it up to him, he's going to come down with it. Even with Gaston Moore overthrowing some of those balls, and it wasn't bad passes. Josh Heupel talked about this at the end, after the game, actually, when he was talking to Bob Kesselin. Probably wants to drive the ball a little bit more to give Brazel a chance. But one thing we learned about those 2 passes that were caught out of bounds in the end zone, Brazel got ups. Mm-hmm. You throw it up to him, he's going to come down with it. And not a lot of DBs can jump with him. So that's something to pay attention to moving forward.
Yep, I think Brazel, Ethan Davis did catch a touchdown early. Good red zone targets for Tennessee.
Well, think about all the passes that were thrown in between the hashes, all the passes thrown in the middle of the football field. And we just haven't seen a ton of those in Heupel's first 3 seasons. The reason why you saw so many of them first game is because Nico can make all of the throws. You're comfortable with him making those throws across the middle. And Ethan Davis caught a touchdown pass right across the middle. Just really easy dink and dunk for a touchdown. But you saw some other passes thrown on the money in stride across the middle of the football field from Nico to his receivers.
Mike wants to know, would Coach Swain have gone for 2 at the end of the game if it was a directional school from Alabama, as opposed to a school from within the UT system?
No, I wouldn't have done that, because the football gods would frown upon that. And so you don't want to have bad karma.
Do not test the football gods.
No, so I wouldn't have done that.
Tennessee did a lot on Saturday. We have a lot of time to talk about it. There will be a little reflection, some looking forward as well. We have Josh Heupel's press conference coming up in our next segment. You'll hear that when we return. We'll invite you to be a part of the show this afternoon at 865-656-9900 on Josh and Swain.
Do you have bricks cracking, windows sticking, or water in your crawl space? United Structural Systems is your #1 problem solver in foundation repair and waterproofing. Celebrating 30 years and 29,000 satisfied customers, USS now serves the greater Knoxville area. Call USS for a free inspection and lasting solution with a lifetime warranty for your home. We guarantee our best. 865-800-3511 or USSTN.com/Knoxville.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Get big deals for days at Target's long weekend sale.
Let's go.
Like 20% off denim, tees, dresses, and shoes for the family. Then round out your barbecue with Doritos and Ruffles party-sized chips. They're on sale 2 for $7. Or get 30% off 12 packs of soda when you buy 3 with Target Circle. And save even more. Find new lower prices on many grocery and household items you love today and every day. Target's long weekend sale ends Monday. Restrictions apply.
Peak IV Hydration. They have blends for literally anything that might be ailing you. Want to recover more quickly? Peak IV Hydration has sports-specific recovery blends that you can use. Deal with migraines. More than half of people that struggle with migraines, it's because of some combination of a sodium or magnesium deficiency. They can help you with that. And immunity-boosting formulas. Nobody does it better than Peak IV Hydration. 906 Sevier Avenue in Knoxville or online, peakivhydration.com.
It doesn't matter if your shopping list is a single item or as long as your arm. Chances are you'll find what you need at University Commons. Conveniently located in the heart of Knoxville near the intersection of Kingston Pike and Volunteer Boulevard and within walking distance of the UT campus. At University Commons, you'll find tons of top-shelf retail stores, and it's the place to be on UT football Saturdays. Check out the great shops and restaurants at University Commons. Close to everything, nowhere near common.
And the Vols defense has scored a safety.
Chalking up a safety in football is pretty tough, but assuring safety in your home can be quite simple. Hi, it's Scott Brokamp. At His Security Technology, we are committed to your protection and peace of mind. No matter where you are, our powerful phone app can alert you about anything that happens in your house. Advanced systems at affordable prices means you can protect what matters most. His Security Technology, in God we trust, all others we monitor. Free consultations and no contracts ever.
Find out more at ballalarm.com.
I want you to remember this website. It's lowerincometaxes.com. Lowerincometaxes.com. You have to remember that website because that website can change your financial future. Lowerincometaxes.com gets you to Steve Vasgard Wealth of Retirement Strategies. What Steve has done for decades, and he's done it for captains of industry, he's done it for retired professional athletes, he can do it for you as well. Steve shows you how to grow and to protect your wealth without having to deal with stock market volatility. Look, Steve Vasgard's been doing this for a very long time. He has the strategies, and one thing that he does is sit down with every prospective client before you sign a single thing and says, okay, let's create different models to find out exactly what your retirement goals are, and let's get you from where you are today to where you want to be. We'll create multiple different models, and we'll use the one that's the most efficient that will work for you to get you where you want to be in retirement. Lowerincometaxes.com for Steve Vasgard, Wealth of Retirement Strategies.
Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us this afternoon. We are on standby for Josh Heupel's press conference. When he goes live, you will hear him as you will each and every game week Monday, thanks to Whitehead Auto Sales in Maryville and on Chapman Highway. True local Big Orange fans giving true local Big Orange size deals on your next ride. Josh Heupel and Tennessee getting ready for NC State this upcoming Saturday. Vols favored by about 7.5 points as of this morning.
Yeah, Tennessee should win this game by 2 scores. It could be 2 touchdowns. It could be a touchdown to field goal, but I just think Tennessee presents too many problems for NC State. Mainly the trenches. I think Nico's ability to place the football down. Tennessee's defense, and I know we got plenty of time to break this game down this week, but if Tennessee's able to contain Concepcion, not let him go for multiple touchdowns or almost 200 yards, then Tennessee should be okay. Their top receiver.
Yeah, NC State is going to see Tennessee's defensive line on film, and James Pierce Jr., we can get into that. A lot of fans wondering, what's going on? Why didn't we see or hear anything from James Pierce Jr.? Barely played the game. He started, played 10 snaps.
What is there to wonder?
I don't think much.
I mean, there's no reason to wonder. Look at fall camp and all the times there was a scrimmage and you had multiple first-team guys out, not playing. You know, Brew McCoy, Dylan Sampson. You know, you were careful with some of your top players. Now, James Pierce did scrimmage. Rodney Garner wasn't playing that. Everybody scrimmaged there on the defensive line. But we know this staff has been careful. No surprise that James Pierce didn't play a ton. This is a good opportunity for other guys to get out there and show that they can play. We know what James Pierce can do.
Yeah, he'll play a lot more than 10 snaps this week.
You better believe it. Versus some of those guys that he probably played high school ball against, probably knows. And he's from the Charlotte area, so, yeah, I mean, he'll play a lot more. Better team.
Yeah, Pierce came out of the game after maybe a couple of snaps. Tyree West goes in, and he makes a quick impact. West is a guy that kind of came on late last season. He knew he would have more of an opportunity this offseason, and early on he looks like a guy that can make a big impact over the course of the season.
Yeah, had a sack, had 2 tackles for loss. I mean, we spoke to him after the game in the postgame press conference, or I guess the media availability. And he's a man of few words, but he just stays true to his work. He's a team guy, and I asked him, you know, what's kind of the secret to his success so far, and he was like, hey, man, play like a pro or prepare like a pro and be pros before pros. That's exactly what he said. Be a pro before a pro. And so he's just been kind of taking the situation serious and, you know, being a pro. Moving like a pro, and that's why I think he's having so many results right now.
Yeah, Tyree West strikes me as a guy who has recognized what opportunity he has, learning from Rodney Garner, and also facing the competition within the defensive line group, knowing that if he doesn't work the way that he's supposed to, the opportunity on the field's not going to be there.
No, 100%. That's what's fun about, you know, this defensive line unit. Now, it's great that you play on a good defensive line unit, but like, how much will it be sunshine and roses, because your reps are going to be reduced. There's going to be times when you don't want to come out. Will that cause some friction? I mean, I know if you're a really good player, really good players don't want to come out if they're not tired. And so let's see how long, and hopefully it's the whole entire season and beyond, the regular season, that, you know, these guys get enough reps and they're okay, and, you know, there's not guys waving the substitution off because they don't want to come out. So we'll see when Tennessee plays, you know, tougher talent, and those guys actually want to be out there and play more.
As far as we know, Tennessee came out good on the health front.
Yep.
That's one of the fears that you have when you go into that kind of game. But
yeah, I didn't report on any injuries during the game. So, I mean, that was good. I mean, it was.
How are you doing? It was a hot game, 4 quarters on the sideline. There's no subs for the Vol Network sideline reporter. It's Swain for 4 quarters.
I got 4 Gatorades given to me. I passed 2 off to my good friend Alyssa Lane. It was hot. It was hot. So the guys had the air-conditioned benches. I got a little bit of it during the pregame, a little bit of it during halftime, but whew, it was a scorcher. It really was.
Yeah, I can relate. I had to adjust a couple of times in the cushioned chair up in the press box, and went for coffee number 2, middle of the second half.
It's good. That's good to know, Josh.
You and I were fighting the same fight for 4 quarters.
Yeah, I tried to stay awake Saturday night watching football, but that sun drained me, man. I was knocked out.
Did the Notre Dame game watch you?
At the end, it did. I woke up in the middle of the night and was like, oh, okay, Notre Dame won.
We'll get back to games for this past weekend. Right now we get to campus and hear from Josh Heupel.
Good start this past weekend. Appreciate our fans. They did an awesome job. Players were in this morning, got an opportunity to learn from the film, and got a big football game this week. Really good opponent that we're playing. They play all 3 phases of the game really well together. Defensively, they've been really good, and it'll be a great test for us up front. And on the perimeter and at quarterback, and offensively they got a really experienced quarterback, got playmakers around him, and their special teams are really good too. So huge test for us this week, one that we're excited about. Traveling a few hours down the road, look forward to seeing Vol Nation show up and be a great contest. Open it up.
Can you kind of break down what Concepcion does well to have success, and does he remind you of anybody that you kind of went against in the past at that spot in the slot?
Yeah, first of all, he's got elite speed, really good hands, makes plays, on teams. On the offensive side of the ball, they do a good job of moving him around and, finding space for him to work and operate. He's strong, he's explosive. We got to know where he's at, throughout the course of the football game.
Josh, how much emphasis did you guys put in before the season to really be better and more effective in the middle of the field where it looked like you guys were very efficient on Saturday?
You're talking about offensively, just throwing it? Yeah. It's, been a part of our offense. Last year, we weren't as efficient in the middle of the field as we wanted to be. Had a good start to it this past week. There's a lot of things within the structure of what we're doing offensively that we can be better at too. Guys had an opportunity to watch it with their coaches today, and we got to make improvements. This is a good football team. We're getting ready to go play.
What did you like most about Nico's vision and anticipation when connecting with his receivers?
Yeah, I thought he was extremely accurate, had his eyes in the right spot. Did a really good job of hitting windows, and that's in between defenders and the second level, and over-under balls between the second and third level.
And speaking of Nico, he just got SEC Freshman of the Week honors. Kind of what does that mean for him to get that recognition this early?
It means that he played well in week one and had an opportunity to grow, learn from the tape today, and get ready for a really good football team this week. Young quarterback, going to continue to get better. Great test this week that we have coming up in NC State.
Coach, everybody, looking at this team from the outside, talked about the defensive line depth being, one of the things that everybody liked about this team. What was it like to actually see that, happen on Saturday? 17 guys, I think, played.
Yeah, a bunch of guys that played up front. We'll continue to rotate as we go. I thought they all played extremely hard, did a good job destructing blocks. There's some things that we got to get better at, but effort and technique for the most part was really good. One of the strengths of that unit is the ability to play multiple guys, so you're fresh up front. And I thought our second level did a really nice job playing physical and playing downhill too.
The way some of those guys have been, the running backs have been dinged up a little bit at times during the offseason. Were you surprised at all with the way they were able to kind of physically finish some of those runs and get those kind of +2, +3 situations at the end of plays?
Wasn't surprised by the way that they ran the football. Each of them have a different story as far as their progress physically. A couple guys that had off-season surgery. But throughout the course of training camp, as they worked themselves back into playing football and playing shape, felt like they were executing those things that we wanted them to fundamentally at the end of the runs. There's some things that they got a chance to grow from here watching the film, but excited about the way that group played as a whole.
Coach, how would you kind of assess what the tight ends brought Saturday, and in particular Ethan Davis?
Yeah, Ethan made some nice plays out in space. I thought the other guys did a really good job out in space as well. All three of them played solid in the core, in the run game, and a couple times they were in protections as well. So like that group, we got to continue to grow and get better this week.
Josh, this is the first time, obviously, that Nico's going from a week one performance to a week two. What extra challenge does a quarterback face when he goes into that second game?
Everybody faces the same challenge. As a competitor, you can live in what everybody's talking about last week. The reality is you're only as good as your next performance. So prepare, practice the right way, and get ready to go play.
Josh, I know some of the personnel has changed over from last year to this year for NC State in that secondary, but
led the ACC with 17 picks, Aiden White at corner. What makes that group so aggressive and going and being, making those plays?
Yeah, have some transfers that they brought in. All three levels of their defense playing together is a big part of the picks and their zone coverage, dropping out, making the windows tough, and then in their pressure, applying pressure to the quarterback, getting home, and making it uncomfortable for him.
After looking at the tape, what was your evaluation of your offensive line, specifically those first 5?
I thought they played really solid. We rotated some early in the football game, some things that all of them can do better fundamentally, but all in all, I thought it was a solid performance.
Lance's first game in the tempo, like kind of what was kind of maybe his take and talking to him after the game and just kind of seeing what it's like in a real game versus what you guys do in practice?
Yeah, I thought he was really comfortable in what we were doing within the tempo of our offense. He performed really well. Thought he played extremely well.
Yeah, Josh, we didn't see Ricky Gibson on Saturday. What's his status, and do you guys expect him back this week?
Yeah, we held a couple of guys on game day. You might have seen him warm up end of the day. He'll be ready to roll this week. It was just felt like for our football team and the longevity, all of it. There were a couple of guys that we held out that could have played in that one, but we'll hold them for this week.
You talk about the benefits of rotating back your guys on the line on both sides. Do you think that this is the deepest that room, both of those rooms have been for you as a head coach here?
Yeah, for sure. Just, I think I've said it before, but, as we've had to navigate our roster, build our roster back from when I first got here, while taking some deductions, this is certainly the deepest that we've been, and we're close to being at full strength. Not quite there yet, but this will be the last year that we're a little bit thin. But as a whole, just the development, the body types, athleticism that we have, this definitely is the deepest that we've been.
What was Max able to do to win the kicking job? And then I know circumstances can change in games, but what do you feel like his range is comfortably right now?
I feel really good with him. Really strong leg. I like his competitive makeup. Very confident, comfortable no matter what situation that we've put him in. Obviously, game day's a different deal, but really, really solid. So he's got a smooth swing. He's consistent, and trust him.
That's Josh Heupel's Game Week press conference presented by Whitehead Auto Sales in Maryville and on Chapman Highway. True local Big Orange fans giving true local Big Orange size deals on your next ride. We'll come back and we'll talk more about Tennessee opening the season with a win against Chattanooga, getting ready for NC State, plus a lot of football to react to from this past weekend. One more game to go tonight in college football, Florida State against Boston College. We'll continue and invite you to be a part of the show. Connect with us. Call or text in at 865-656-9900 on Josh and Swain.
Johnson, I've been reading about this geofencing. Know anything about it?
Yeah, boss. We use geofencing through Cumulus Digital to help drive our sales.
How does it work?
We pick precise locations, and whenever a customer enters that location, they see our ads.
That's what I thought.
Cumulus Digital.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
49ers rookie wide receiver Ricky Pearsall was released from the hospital Sunday afternoon after being shot in the chest Saturday during an attempted robbery in central San Francisco. The 23-year-old had been listed as serious but stable condition on Saturday and was upgraded to fair condition earlier Sunday before being released from San Francisco General Hospital and Trauma Center. The suspect, a 17-year-old male, was arrested Saturday and taken into custody. Pearsall was selected by the 49ers in the first round of April's draft. College football tonight, Florida State, having already suffered a season-opening loss to Georgia Tech in Dublin last weekend, continues ACC play against Boston College in Tallahassee tonight as the Golden Eagles begin their season. Kickoff tonight is at 7:30. In golf, Scotty Scheffler capped off an incredible season with a win at the FedEx Cup after shooting a 4-under 67 yesterday at East Lake. Scheffler also won the Masters and Olympic gold earlier this year. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. Fort Sanders has whatever you're looking for in a gym to help you with your fitness goals. If you need just a gym setup, you need the strength equipment, the cardio equipment, they have you covered. They have an indoor track you can take advantage of for walking, jogging, running at any time, no matter the weather outside. Plus an indoor pool that's available 12 months out of the year. About 85 group fitness classes that take place every single week included in your membership. They have personal training that's available if you need at Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. A staff that is always in place from the moment you walk in the door at the front desk to wherever you might be in the facility, which is always well taken care of as well. Plus, when you sign up, it's month to month. No long-term contracts. Parents, if you need access to complimentary child care, it comes with your family membership when you sign up at Fort Sanders. We love our family membership. You will as well. Kingston Pike, right off Pellissippi Parkway. Tell them the Sports Animal sent you when you stop by at Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center.
This has been a paid announcement.
Good old East Tennessee, we know family, hard work, and helping your neighbors still means a lot. I'm Nick Whitehead with Whitehead Auto Sales in Alcoa and Knoxville. Our family-owned and operated business is celebrating our 20-year anniversary. Our pillars are those three items: family, hard work, and helping your neighbor. Experience the difference of why we've been voted #1 in Blount County for years now, and why we've expanded to Chapman Highway to help even more. Visit WhiteheadAutosales.com or come shake our hands for a deal you can't find anywhere else. 20 years from our family to yours at Whitehead Auto Sales.
Ready for a new adventure? The new school year and fall are here. Let McGee Tyson Airport help you kick off the season of new beginnings. Whether it's back to school, a family trip, or just getting away for the weekend, start your journey with a smile. Jet off to Jacksonville, Florida, Washington, D.C., or a nonstop to St. Louis. Book your tickets now at flyknoxville.com.
Fantastic customer service, a knowledgeable team, expert craftsmen, and so many 5-star reviews. Hi, I'm Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. My family and I have been serving West Knoxville and Farragut for well over 30 years. If you've never checked us out, please do. Better yet, come see us for yourself. On the corner of Kingston Pike and Campbell Station Road, look for the topiary of the Big Diamond Ring. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs, we want to be your jeweler.
It's Nico time in Tennessee. That's right, ball fans. Get ready for the most hard-hitting, electrifying, play-making deals in real estate you've ever seen. Oh, wait. I should probably clarify. I'm Nick Nico, spelled N-I-C-A-U-D, with the Nick Nico team at Keller Williams. If you're looking to be like our Vols in your real estate moves, our Nico team is the hard-hitting, electrifying, play-making team for you. Don't listen to everyone say the market's tough, prices are up, where do I move to? Our team has the market knowledge that we call the Nico know-how. We know the area. Raised right here in Knoxville, I know what moves, so our team just cuts through what everyone else might see as an obstacle. And we turn it into an opportunity. Sell high and buy low on your next dream home with our Nico know-how. Let our team become your team. Check us out online, nicoteam.com. That's N-I-C-A-U-D team.com.
And the Vols defense has scored a safety.
Chalking up a safety in football is pretty tough, but assuring safety in your home can be quite simple. Hi, it's Scott Brokamp. At His Security Technology, we are committed to your protection and peace of mind. No matter where you are, our powerful phone app can alert you about anything that happens in your house. Advanced systems at affordable prices means you can protect what matters most. His Security Technology, in God we trust, all others we monitor. Free consultations and no contracts ever.
Find out more at VolAlarm.com.
This report is sponsored by Tire Rack. Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
Overall, it's a mostly sunny day across East Tennessee with a high reaching near 88. Now, with the humidity, we're going to feel closer to 90. Then overnight tonight, mostly clear skies down to 64. For your Tuesday, a few more clouds around as we move through the course of the day. A high of 84, down to 65 headed into Wednesday. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Granger.
Locally owned Jumpy Gone has been Knoxville's #1 junk removal company for the past 20 years. Jumpy Gone's 15-yard driveway dumpsters are perfect for weekend cleanups, construction debris, and so much more. Give us a buzz at 865-675-5865 or jumpygone.biz.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. In counties near or small, there's a law firm to help you through whatever is your fall. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group to guide you through your most trying times. 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
All fact, no fluff. Honest, credible sports information from two guys that know the facts. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain, thanks for being with us on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster. Here's a Swamp 24/7 post courtesy message board geniuses saying the best choice to come in and solve Florida's problems, one Jimbo Fisher.
I think that's a great idea.
Swain, that's not a great idea.
Yes, it is.
And you know it.
He won a national championship as a coach.
He did win a national championship.
He knows the landscape down there in Florida.
Mm-hmm. So you would look at either Jimbo or maybe a Gene Chizik?
Yeah, maybe Derek Dooley, maybe Butch Jones, Jeremy Pruitt I think would be a good choice. Toss up. You can't go wrong with either of those guys.
No, you can't. No, you can't. That was a tough one for Florida on Saturday. That really could have gone better.
They've never given up more points in a season opener at home.
41-17. Cousin Cam looked good, by the way, for Miami.
That's weird because y'all look nothing alike. Florida's in trouble.
Big trouble.
I mean, I guess the one positive is that Florida fans got a chance to see the future in DJ Lagway if he decides to stay around. I don't know why he would, but he looked pretty promising. But not a lot of enthusiasm, not a lot of fight and will, not a lot of pride from that Florida team, it looks like, in the first game of the season. They better improve things quick, fast, in a hurry. I don't know the injury status on Graham Mertz. I know he went out.
Yeah, concussion is what it appeared. So they play Samford this week. I would think that DJ Lagway is likely the guy this week.
Yeah.
And then they host Texas A&M next week.
Yeah, go ahead and let Mertz sit out this week, give it to Lagway, and hopefully it's not a quarterback controversy. That would only add more drama to that organization, into that school right now. But no one's feeling sorry for Florida, that's for sure.
I haven't seen anybody that is.
No, we enjoyed the game. It was cool to see Tyler Barron make some plays. I mean, he was a menace against Florida. So he was able to get some personal revenge.
Yeah, big hit on Mertz.
Yeah, he was able to get some personal revenge against Mertz and the Gators from last year when he was part of Tennessee's team.
Here's the schedule for Miami the rest of the way. Florida A&M, Ball State, at USF. They do have to go play USF. Friday night hosting Virginia Tech, at California, conference game. Off week, at Louisville, Florida State at home, Duke at home, at Georgia Tech. Off week, Wake Forest at Syracuse.
Yeah, no reason why that team should lose more than one game. They should be in the college football playoff.
Yeah, if they're 11-1,
they should be good, and they should win the ACC. I'm sorry, I don't buy Clemson. I'm not going to buy Clemson.
Yeah,
I'm not
that stock's down, but I'm still not interested.
I'm not buying it, man. I'm not buying it. I know some people are just used to picking Clemson. They want to roll with them. I'm not rolling with Clemson on this one. I'm gonna go with Miami. I think up front they're really, really good. They got a quarterback who I think will be the difference maker in the ACC this year. I got Miami winning the conference. Just off that one game.
Yeah, it's one game,
It don't matter.
but their roster is really good, and at quarterback,
they're really good.
They're really good.
Yep. And they
and the schedule is favorable. They get Florida State at home in their ACC slate. There are a couple where they have to be really careful, like the Georgia Tech game. Be really careful. We don't have to explain why, do we? But it also helps that Mario Cristobal is going to be able to say, they beat Florida State, right?
Yeah.
So Georgia Tech's a pretty good team. That won't be an easy
Georgia
game.
Tech beat them.
But what's that? Oh yeah, they've got the end of last year to think about.
Thanks to Cristobal.
Yeah. So those games have to go be played. But Miami looks different to start the season.
They look different. Quarterback's a big reason, but they look different up front. They got some playmakers on the outside, but the way they were able to finish the game against Florida, keeping their foot on the necks of the Gators, I think that was a big sign for what they could do this year.
34-3, you mentioned Clemson. That's the final, Georgia beating Clemson on Saturday.
Dabo didn't want to adjust. He didn't want to go to the portal, and it showed big time. It showed.
And I saw an interesting point from David Hill of ESPN. You remember the quote Dabo made at some point during the offseason was, the guys in the portal aren't better than our players. And in some cases, maybe that was the case. But in other cases, he probably wasn't right. And David Hill's point was they looked at the portal, and Dabo said, well, it's not worth it to go get some guys at certain positions. And he evaluated his roster good enough.
That's a lie.
And it's just not good enough.
That's a lie.
Which part's a lie?
All those players that hit the portal from the SEC, from other schools, you mean tell me not one of them was better than the players you have on your team? Stop.
No, well, first of all, it's certainly incorrect.
Yeah.
There are players better in the portal.
100%.
But
he just didn't want to. He just didn't want to go to the portal because he had already made a statement about the portal, and he was being stubborn. He didn't want to go back on his word.
Yeah.
Eventually, he's going to have to.
Well, and what David pointed out was Kirby Smart's mindset is very similar to Dabo, but Kirby recognizes there have to be exceptions. And if we find a spot on our roster that's not where we need it to be, then we have to do what it takes to correct it. And Dabo decided, no, we're going to improve from within instead of we're going to improve by correcting our own evaluation mistakes.
Yeah, Georgia's won a national championship, hitting the portal. Michigan won a championship. I think like 80% of their offensive line with transfers. Look what Ohio State has done this year. Everyone is going to the portal to fix little holes here and there. You don't have to rely on it. You don't have to depend on it. But like you just said, addressing a little minor issue here or there, that's what the portal can be for a program like Clemson. And Dabo is deciding he doesn't want to do it because he already stepped out there on the limb. He don't want to go back on his word. But he going to keep getting skull dragged when he play against really good programs.
34-3. Notre Dame beat Texas A&M 23-13. Last night, USC, they come back and beat LSU late 27-20. 5 straight losses in season openers for LSU. 3 of those with Brian Kelly as the head coach.
Yeah, not a good look for Brian Kelly.
Nope. Pounding the table in the press conference.
He throws his players under the bus. That's for sure.
And he's not wrong. Miller Moss was better than Nussmeier last night.
Yeah, but
Brian Kelly's been a favorite 3 straight Sundays to open the season and lost them all. LSU fans will expect a lot more. That's not a good start.
No, 100%, man. It's too much money, too much pride down there. You go out and get a coach in Brian Kelly, and just you haven't been ready to play enough to get a win in the last 3 openers against a team that you were favored against.
Yeah. On the flip side, that's a nice win for Lincoln Riley.
Great win for Lincoln Riley to be able to
after last season
defensively hold up against an SEC program, a program that has won a national championship in the last 5 or 6 seasons. So I mean that's a great look.
Yep. Long way to go in Big Ten play for USC, but that is a really good start after.
He still needs to work on his brisket though.
What's that now?
Lincoln Riley still needs to work on his brisket game.
Remind me, what happened there?
When he was a coach at Oklahoma, he tweeted a picture out of brisket that he cooked.
I do remember.
And it looked drier than hard desert.
USC will host Utah State this week, then get 2 weeks off to prepare to go to the Big House to take on Michigan.
Ooh, that'd be fun. They'll beat Michigan. Michigan doesn't look.
Yeah, maybe not. Michigan hosts Texas this week. We'll continue.
Woo.
We'll get back to
Boy.
Tennessee, 865-656-9900. Football is underway. Tennessee with the blowout win over Chattanooga, getting ready for NC State this weekend. We'll continue the conversation on Josh and Swain.
Caller 5 right now to 656 wins qualifies for the Coors Light Man Cave Makeover. A 60-inch TV, 2 recliners, and an awesome mini fridge. All from Coors Light and the station where the Vols play. 99.1 The Sports Animal. That's 656-9467.
Right now at Wendy's, you can get a small Frosty for $1. And literally everyone is going. The car behind you, going to get a $1 Frosty. The car ahead of you, already had one, going for a second. The person who cut you off earlier, you guessed it, $1 Frosty. Maybe it's all a sign for you to go get one. Just don't cut anyone off. No one likes that person. The iconic Frosty for $1, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Not valid in a combo. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, California, and via third-party delivery.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams September holiday sale and get 30% off paints and stains from August 30th through September 9th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
East Tennessee's #1 pre-owned dealer is ready to kick off football season by helping you win big. If your tailgate needs a game changer, Twin City Auto Center on the world-famous Airport Motor Mile is your end zone with over 1,100 vehicles to choose from. Score big with no down payment, guaranteed financing, and they'll pay off your trade no matter what you owe, and even give you $1,000 more for your trade than any other dealers offer. Visit TwinCityAutoCenter.com or Twin City Auto Center on the world-famous Airport Motor Mile, where Twin City is Win City.
Hootie fans, get ready. I only want to be with you. Hootie and the Blowfish, Summer Camp with Trucks Tour 2024. September 12th, Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center. Hootie and the Blowfish, together again. With special guests, Collective Soul and Edwin McCain. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. The night of all the hits with Hootie and the Blowfish.
This is Ainge with Chafee Air and Plumbing, home of the Comfort Guarantee. If we can't respond within 24 hours during a service call, we'll contribute $100 towards your hotel stay, and home of the best VIP membership in town. 10% off parts and labor. You can save on all repairs. Repair buyback program. The cost of your repair is applied to the purchase of a new unit up to $1,000. Lifetime warranty on all repairs. A price lock guarantee. A membership is only $14.50 per month. Find out more at coolingheatingplumbing.com.
This has been a paid advertisement.
Hey, Coach, who let the Bobcats out?
You mean the Bulldogs?
No, this new Bobcat team. Those cats are fast.
Welcome to the league. The new Bobcat excavators and loaders from Bobcat of Knoxville. A real game changer. 0 down, 0% for 4 years, or cash rebates up to $10,000. Attachment rebates up to $2,500 when combined with a new loader or excavator. This year's lineup is stacked with late model trade-ins. Used loaders and excavators as low as 1.9%. Get in the game with the Bobcat. Easy lease, no money down, low monthly payments. Return, trade, or purchase at game end. It's game on at Bobcat of Knoxville. Bobcat, the very first, still the very best. Oak Ridge Highway west of 640 or in the clouds at bobcatofknoxville.com. Limited time offer with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Fantastic customer service, a knowledgeable team, expert craftsmen, and so many 5-star reviews. Hi, I'm Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. My family and I have been serving West Knoxville and Farragut for well over 30 years. If you've never checked us out, please do. Better yet, come see us for yourself. On the corner of Kingston Pike and Campbell Station Road, look for the topiary of the Diamond Ring. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. We want to be your jeweler.
I'm Kate Constable, helping you beat the books with BetQL. The Brewers and Cardinals kick off a battle between NL Central teams on Labor Day in Milwaukee, and the BetQL model has its eye towards a side in this one. The BetQL model likes the Brewers to get it done on the money line at -162 to stay hot and get the victory. Milwaukee is 5-1 straight up in its last 6 and 2-0 in Freddie Peralta's last 2 starts. They will keep it rolling here. I'm Kate Constable. Bet smarter and beat the books with BetQL, and download the BetMGM apps today.
Every business faces challenges, but complicated, expensive, and uncertain shipping shouldn't be one of them.
With USPS Ground Advantage from the United States Postal Service, you can avoid all the noise.
No more unexpected surcharges, hidden fees, or complex rate structures.
It's just easy, cost-effective, and dependable shipping. Tune your business's frequency to success and turn shipping to your advantage. Learn how at USPS.com/advantage. USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We're live on the Sports Animal YouTube channel. If you want to check us out there, we'll be with you until 3 o'clock. On your radio dial on 99.1 The Sports Animal, on AM 640 The Sports Monster in the Tri-Cities area, or if you're streaming anywhere you might be tuning in, we appreciate you being with us. You can always listen on demand. Listen to us anywhere you get your podcasts, thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. Andrew in the text box, this might be the worst offensive line Florida's had in 20 years. If we don't run shop on those boys, then the Florida curse is provable. Few games to go. NC State, Oklahoma, Arkansas on the road, but when Florida comes to town, that is one that Tennessee will have a chance to win by multiple scores if things play out as expected or close to it.
And that Florida team might be beat down mentally, emotionally, and physically at that point of the season, so it bodes well for Tennessee.
Here's what Florida has between now and coming to Knoxville. Samford this week, Texas A&M at home. They got to win that game because A&M's also limping coming out of week 1. Now, their game was closer. But they're not I don't think they're an offensive.
I thought Connor was better than that.
I did too.
He struggled.
He did not look good the other night. Connor Wegman, the quarterback at A&M. So that's a huge game, really, for both teams for how their season will go.
Yep.
But so Samford this week, Texas A&M at home week 3, at Mississippi State week 4, bye week, UCF at home, and then at Tennessee. So there are opportunities to correct some things here. But they have to do it quickly because that was bad. And it may be that Miami's a great team. They could be that, but that was bad.
No,
and there's the locker room mindset, too, of how do you keep everybody engaged? What if they come out and they mess around this week, don't play well? So, it could crumble before. Like, if they lose to UCF the week before they come to Knoxville, those guys are probably checking out down there. And then Tennessee could throw a knockout punch to where the season could be an all-time disaster.
They can drop 40 points on Florida and have a similar result to Miami did if Florida doesn't turn things around quickly and they're losing games before they play Tennessee. Like, when you lose multiple games in a row, it's hard. It's hard to get up in the morning. It's hard to go to work. It's just hard. Now, for the coaches, you're getting paid, but for the players – well, you're getting paid too, but but emotionally, the coaches are able to handle it probably better than the players will be able to.
It was kind of a funny first SEC weekend. So there were only a handful of like real games where there was real competition on both sides, and for Georgia went great. For Vandy, oddly enough.
How about that, Vandy?
How about the Commodores?
Good job, little brothers.
But then for LSU, could have gone better. For Florida, could have gone much better. For A&M, it was a disappointing start. And then a bunch of the really good SEC teams that were playing Powder Puffs, those teams, like, with all due respect, Tennessee and Ole Miss, just went out and hammered them.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's what they're there for. That's why you pay them.
Quick news item for you. I know Nick Saban's not coaching Bam anymore. They're still pretty good.
Of course they were good. we knew they were going to be.
You know, the GIF that now exists of our friend Matt Moscona down in Baton Rouge celebrating when Nick Saban retired?
I mean, we all should be celebrating Nick Saban is not there, but they're still good.
Yeah.
Nick Saban made them great and a national championship favorite every year. They're not that, but they're still good. They're still good now.
Yeah, that 63-0 against Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky would probably beat UTC by multiple scores.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a projected bowl team.
But Tennessee could have beat UTC 80-0 if they wanted to. I mean, we scored 70, and Nico didn't play in the second half.
Yeah,
so,
I'm with you.
I mean, honestly, we probably could have scored 100. It'll work itself out. Tennessee will play Alabama. Ole Miss will play one of those good teams, and we'll figure out who's good and who's not.
There's a lot to get figured out.
That's right.
But I think we've already figured out. Nico, really good. Tennessee's talent, it has improved. Tennessee has a roster that is capable of competing with just about anybody, it would seem.
Don't try to temper the expectations. Don't try to slow down the hype machine. Nico can handle it. He deserves it.
Hey, I'm 10-2 Josh over here. I went on record preseason.
You are.
10-2 in the playoff was part of my pick.
Nico was special. It's why you didn't play him in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
I need Gaston Moore to bounce back and have a good performance.
Yeah.
The next time he goes in, hopefully it's against NC State at the end of the game, with Nico being healthy.
Yeah.
But
we'll figure that out. We have 2 hours to go as we continue here on Josh and Swain.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen here. Join me and my compadre, Chris Brockman, every Monday on the Overreaction Monday podcast.
You're also saying the record's going to go down.
I'm saying the record's going down anyway. The guy.
I don't think you're off on this at all. Like, you're spot on here. I don't think this is an overreaction because we have no idea what we're reacting to.
Come react or overreact with us.
How could you say that? An overreaction, sir.
Overreaction Monday, wherever you listen.
It's game over. Over, man.
Show of hands. Who here wants to make extra income for your business? Yeah, I thought so. Amazon Hub Delivery, teaming up with yours truly, Tyler Ivins, and we're looking for ambitious businesses to assist with local deliveries in the Knoxville area. Look, here's the part you need to know. Your staff, partnering up with Amazon Hub Delivery, and you're going to be delivering packages to customers in this area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you're going to gain extra income and exposure for your business. You want to know the best part? Because there's an excellent part. Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's zero upfront cost, zero delivery experience needed, or they're not even going to lock you into a long-term contract. It's crazy, right? It's too easy. If you want to learn more, get signed up today. Check out the website, amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
Good old East Tennessee, we know family, hard work, and helping your neighbors still means a lot. I'm Nick Whitehead with Whitehead Auto Sales in Alcoa and Knoxville. Our family-owned and operated business is celebrating our 20-year anniversary. Our pillars are those three items: family, hard work, and helping your neighbor. Experience the difference of why we've been voted #1 in Blount County for years now, and why we've expanded to Chapman Highway to help even more. Visit whiteheadautosales.com or come shake our hands for a deal you can't find anywhere else. 20 years from our family to yours at Whitehead Auto Sales.
We've all been on that great search for the very best pizza. Well, this is your future speaking, and good news is here. That pizza you've been looking for is a slice of Long Island, but right here in East Tennessee. You have to get to Gibboni's Pizzeria in Maryville near Foothills Mall and in West Knoxville on Kingston Pike. Gibboni's Pizzeria has everything you've ever wanted in a pizza, but even more flavor. Full-service Italian cocktails, big screen TVs, great patio views, and pizza like the Italians like. See what all the taste is about. A slice of Long Island at Gibboni's Pizzeria. American Outdoor Equipment is a local family-owned and operated equipment dealer in East Tennessee. They offer all the tools to get the jobs done. They have tractors, zero-turn mowers, lawn equipment, side-by-sides, and more in stock now. Stop by to see their affordable mini excavator line with a 1-ton excavator starting at $49.99. They also service all tractors and mowers too. Visit AmericanOutdoorEquipment.com or take the drive to Rockwood and see why American Outdoor Equipment is worth the trip.
Hon, did you know there's money going out our windows?
Huh?
Yeah, it's like flying out.
What windows? Why are you just standing there? Come on, let's go get it! Let's go get our money! Anyone seen money flying around out here?
Which windows, hon?
I meant that metaphorically, meaning we need new windows.
Oh.
Is it time for new windows? K&P Remodeling is offering 50% off installation right now. Increase the value of your home and lower those energy bills. Call now, 865-450-8899. K&P Remodeling.
Let's see, landscapers I can afford. All right, searching affordable landscapers near me. Here we go.
Right here, sir. How can we help?
It's the same ones I saw last time.
Sir, we're right here and reasonably priced. Why is he not seeing us?
It looks like the ugly yard stays.
Sir, can you not see us?
Nope, he can't see you because you're buried deep in the list of local landscapers. You're invisible online. Introducing Cumulus Boost. Get a boost. Get found. Get on the map. Learn more at cumulusboost.com.
This is WNML FM Friendsville, WNML AM Knoxville, Cumulus Media Stations, broadcasting worldwide from the Budweiser Studios. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
I'm Linnell Willingham with the Sports Minute, sponsored by Napa Auto Parts. Elevate your engine performance with Napa's full synthetic engine oil. The first weekend of the college football season was electric and proved that this year's college football playoff race is going to be bonkers. Teams like Notre Dame, Miami, and USC already on everyone's radar, but don't sleep on a team like Penn State or Michigan. This year's playoff race is guaranteed to be the most unpredictable yet. I'm Linnell Willingham.
There aren't many feelings worse than trying to start your car in the morning and being greeted with a dead battery, or being stuck on the side of the road when you don't need to be. 1 in 4 vehicles on the road will need a battery replacement this year. Don't be a statistic. Stop battery problems before they stop you by testing your battery regularly. Test yours at home or at select Napa locations nationwide. If you need a replacement, Napa has you covered with a full range of long-lasting, high-performance batteries for nearly every make and model on the road. So don't wait. Test your battery today and let Napa help you keep moving.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Shopping for a mortgage? Don't sign a thing till you call for a free quote from Fountain City Finance, 687-8200.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group, recovering millions at damages for personal injury clients throughout East Tennessee. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group so they can help you get the help you need. 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us as we begin hour number 2. 2 hours to go. VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward. You can join us. Call or text in at 865-656-9900. Tennessee with a nice, easy win against Chattanooga. Tennessee's offense explosive in the first half. They drove down the field. A lot of Dylan Sampson on that first drive. He put up big numbers. Not a surprise. He's going to do that all season long in Tennessee's offense. Nico looked really good. It wasn't just his statistics, the throws that he was making. He had a clean pocket most of the time. His first throw of the game was actually a little pressure, rolled out right, and delivered a nice pass to Brazel. Is that who it was for the first completion? But it was the accuracy, hitting guys in stride, the types of throws in different parts of the field, Swain. I think that's what was more impressive than just completing a bunch of passes and having nice stats.
Yeah, I mean, what he was doing Saturday was impressive versus routes versus air, honestly. But to do it versus competition, even though it was UTC, let you know what Nico can do for this team, this offense, this football season. Man, he's special, and we haven't seen him run. Hopefully, we don't have to see him run a lot. Hopefully, we can win games without using his legs because you just put him at risk of getting hurt. And on one of those runs, he did a really good job of getting down, not risking it. So obviously, he's being told to be really careful when he decides to run. But once he gets outside the pocket and he's picking up first downs with his legs and getting out of bounds or sliding, he's really going to be a pain in the butt for opposing defenses.
We talked last week about Tom Fornelli of CBS Sports calling Nico the best quarterback in the country, said he's going to win the Heisman and take Tennessee to the playoff. So there's a media member. A lot of media members have talked about how good they think he can be or the excitement. Even some Georgia guys now getting behind Nico. David Pollack, Aaron Murray.
Well, not in the same way.
Talking about not to that level.
Yeah, not to that level. But I mean,
in terms of believing he's a special player like you've talked about.
Well, real recognizes real, especially Aaron Murray, who played the position at a high level, and then David Pollack, who sacked a lot of good quarterbacks during his day inside the SEC. Didn't get to Tennessee's quarterback in the 2004 game, thanks to Albertina, but he sacked a lot of quarterbacks in his day. He knows good play. So Nico was spectacular, and no reason to believe that he won't continue to be.
Also, let's not take Dylan Sampson for granted with how good he is and what he is in this offense for Tennessee.
No, 100%, man. You can line him up on out there in the perimeter, throw the ball to him on a screen pass, and let him make plays like a receiver in space. And he did that a couple times, and the first guy rarely brings him down.
Kamara Jr., Kamara 2.0.
Dylan Sampson is good. Yeah, I like Dylan Sampson.
Okay.
Yeah,
he wears number 6. He
does. That's Alvin Kamara is his idol. That's who he looks up to. And no surprise there. But at the same time, Kamara different animal.
I know. What a get though. Like Dylan should have been playing in Las Vegas last night for LSU, but LSU messed around there. Well, don't worry about it. He's not. Tennessee evaluated it.
Well,
Tennessee, that's my point
LSU
here.
likes
Tennessee
bigger
made
backs.
but that's one that's when Dylan Sampson signs, like, oh, that looks like a nice player. Maybe he'll be able to help Tennessee. And 3 years later, we're talking about Dylan Sampson being a huge part of what Tennessee's doing. Those type of recruiting wins pay big dividends a few years down the line.
Yeah, Sampson probably would have been either number 1 or number 2 to LSU this year, but his style of play fits what Tennessee wants to do a little bit better than LSU. So that's why he got an offer here, and we were hot and heavy with him, and LSU wasn't. That's okay. It's weird, though, because he's from Baton Rouge. And
you're right.
He's playing at Tennessee and is one of the best players on Tennessee's squad, one of the most important players on Tennessee's squad.
If it were reverse and Dylan were from Knoxville and he's making those plays at LSU.
It stings.
Yeah.
No, it stings. It's like Randall Cobb.
Mm-hmm.
No, it stung a whole lot when he's making those plays and he's representing Kentucky on the SEC network instead of Tennessee. I mean, he has to drive past the University of Tennessee every time he went to school or came home from school. That was just weird. But it worked out, I guess.
Wait, for who?
For Tennessee. Did he beat Tennessee?
Randall?
Yeah, he didn't beat Tennessee.
No, I don't guess so. He was gone by 11.
Yeah, I mean, there was I think his last season, we played Kentucky at home, and going into that game, I remember being really nervous about Kentucky beating Tennessee, but they did what Kentucky normally does. Pee down their leg. Tennessee beat them.
They looked good the other day, playing Southern Miss.
That's because they're not playing Tennessee. But wait till they play Florida, though. They'll look like the Super Bowl champions against Florida.
Maybe.
Oh, no. We got plenty of data to back that statement up.
Hey, here's a question in the text box from Julio in Powell.
Julio!
So we're talking about SEC teams who did look good and against lesser competition, but Arkansas, they had a good debut. They had a good opener. They have Taylor Green, the quarterback, big guy, mobile, put up 70 the other night. Julio asking, seeing Arkansas and Taylor Green, does that worry you with Tennessee going to Arkansas 2 weeks after playing Oklahoma?
They have my attention. I'm not taking them lightly. I respect Arkansas. I'm going to look at that matchup as a matchup that could be scary if Tennessee's not ready to play, but I wouldn't say worry me. I think Tennessee is a better team, better quarterback, better front. I think the coaching is better. It doesn't worry me.
They beat Arkansas Pine Bluff 70-0 on Thursday.
What games that worry me is when we play against a team that they're so good or their talent is so good, we have to play damn near perfect to have a chance. Those games worry me. Games versus Arkansas do not worry me because your team is better, you have better coaching. The only thing is you're not playing at home, but you still should win the game even if it's by 1 point. Let's say Tennessee's favored by 10 points in that game, all right? If Tennessee is able to escape Arkansas with a 1-point victory, I'm good. Like, sometimes you play in those environments and you can throw out the point spread, you throw it out the window. It's hard to escape those type of environments with a win. If we're able to do that, I'll be happy.
So you'd put more like Georgia in the worry category.
Yeah. Georgia, Alabama. I mean, those two games will worry me more than playing against Arkansas. Sorry. Not saying you can't lose to Arkansas, but I'm just not going to be worried about playing against Arkansas. Two of their starters are two players that Tennessee didn't even want anymore.
Addison Nichols and Nico Slaughter.
And I'm happy they're starting, and I hope they have a great season, but, like, I'm not going to be worried. Sorry.
No, that's the right answer. Respect them. Be prepared for them, but don't worry about them.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them.
Also, don't just – like, the Arkansas game is not Chattanooga. Don't go with that mindset.
You might have to repeat that for some people.
Yeah, the Arkansas game that Tennessee will play is not the Chattanooga game.
Or the game this weekend. Or probably any other game.
Yeah.
UTC didn't want to score.
No, they didn't.
They were ready to go home.
They wanted to get their check and get out of there.
They were ready to go home.
Yeah.
And I was all for them wanting to go home. Run that ball.
We both took yes, by the way, on a non-offensive touchdown. And Jordan Ross came through for us. Never in doubt.
Yeah, well, when we were talking about how many points Tennessee should score in this football game, I was like, well, you score 14 points per quarter. I mean, you should get there. Well, Tennessee scored way more than that in the first quarter. You had a defensive turnover that you created in your own territory, which allowed Tennessee's offense to have a short side of the field. That's something that we talked about. I expected to happen and did happen. And then either a defensive touchdown or a special teams touchdown. Didn't think it would be a pump, block, and a recovery by true freshman Jordan Ross. But when you go look at his highlight film, him playing basketball, you're not surprised by the play he made on Saturday.
Yeah, that's one where he's like, me versus you is advantage me.
He's freaky.
Yeah.
He's freaky athletic.
That probably shows some of the basketball skill. He was control with that ball bouncing around there, took his time, picked it up, and scoop and score.
Yeah. Whew. He is freaky athletic. That is going to be fun watching him develop.
You know, fourth quarter, by the way, those Chattanooga guys, they're going out there to punt, and they see Jordan Ross like, what is this?
He's a freshman? Oh, my goodness. It's rough.
Stars matter.
But they knew what they signed up for.
They did. Not that the players were given an option. You will go out on the field and you will play this game.
You are sacrificing for the teams after you. They will enjoy a new locker room. They'll be sure to say thank you. We'll get them to write you a note.
Yeah.
Record a quick 30-second video clip saying thank you for taking that smacking a couple of years ago versus Tennessee, 69-3.
Should we deliver that to your house or to your physical therapy center?
UTC appreciates you giving your all for Chattanooga.
69-3 Tennessee over the Mocs this past weekend. But was that good enough for Tennessee's playoff hopes this season? An update there, 865.
Josh, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Huh?
I'm setting up the next segment.
Okay. My bad. Sorry. Continue. I'll shut up.
Did Tennessee's playoff hopes take a hit this past weekend? That when we come back on Josh and Swain.
Caller 5 to 656 wins. Gets to make your best guess at the Tennessee final score this week. If yours is the guess chosen and it's correct, you can pick any Ford or Lincoln on the Ted Russell lot up to $75,000. Caller 5 right now to 656-9467 from Ted Russell Ford and 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Elevate your products today with Native Nursery, now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you're a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-315-0123 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit.
If you've ever dreamed about upgrading your kitchen or bath, now is the time with custom cabinets from Gray Hodges. For over 75 years, Gray Hodges has been the region's trusted source for custom cabinets, like Timberlake cabinets, the perfect choice for upgrading your kitchen and bath. Timberlake cabinets are fully customizable with beautiful styles to fit all price ranges. Plus, they are built to last and come with the Timberlake warranty guarantee. Visit one of Gray Hodges' 4 area showrooms today to see why Timberlake is the perfect choice. Gray Hodges, employee-owned, service perfect.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and football season is here. Week 1 of the college season, and the NFL's around the corner. Are you ready to make money betting on sports? Go to FatJackSports.com. For about $50 a week, you can make money with my longer packages that will consistently get you into profit. The plays are texted to your cell phone, they're emailed to you, and they are 100% transparent on the website. Go to FatJackSports.com. Get signed up today and make this football season different at FatJackSports.com.
Hey folks, it's Jake from Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville on Callahan Drive. When you're looking to make your next car purchase, think about these things. Rusty Wallace Kia's fantastic selection. We've got more cars on the ground than we've had in years. Think about the incredible warranty with our exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. And think about the excellent service before, during, and after the sale. You'll get it all when you choose Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
Every Image Matters game day all day during football season, you'll find the Sports Animal broadcasting live from University Commons inside Fieldhouse Social. Parking is available for home games for $40 within walking distance to Neyland Stadium. Watch the WNML pregame shows live and tailgate, shop, eat, and pregame to get ready to follow the balls in style at University Commons during Image Matters game day all day on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
It's Nico time in Tennessee. That's right, ball fans. Get ready for the most hard-hitting, electrifying, playmaking deals in real estate you've ever seen. Oh, wait. I should probably clarify. I'm Nick Nico, spelled N-I-C-A-U-D, with the Nick Nico team at Keller Williams. If you're looking to be like our Vols in your real estate moves, our Nico team is the hard-hitting, electrifying, playmaking team for you. Don't listen to everyone say the market's tough, prices are up, where do I move to? Our team has the market knowledge that we call the Nico know-how. We know the area. Raised right here in Knoxville, I know what moves, so our team just cuts through what everyone else might see as an obstacle. And we turn it into an opportunity. Sell high and buy low on your next dream home with our Nico know-how. Let our team become your team. Check us out online, NicoTeam.com. That's N-I-C-A-U-D team.com.
It's football time in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. Let's get some nachos before kickoff.
Hold on. I forgot my wallet at home.
Don't worry. You can still enjoy the game, even if your wallet's at home. When you add your Knoxville TVA Employees Credit Union debit or credit card to your digital wallet, they're always available to use. Learn more at tvacreditunion.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Join us now.
This is Condridge Holloway, and it's just...
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We're on social media at Josh and Swain. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. A playoff bracketology update coming up in just a moment. Jason Swain is here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward, and right now we say hello to Bob, who heard the sound a moment ago, the chance to score a Ford from Ted Russell Ford. Hey, Bob, thank you for calling in. Do you have a score prediction for the Tennessee-NC State game this weekend?
Yeah, good afternoon, guys. Tennessee, 52. NC State, 17.
Whew. Did I hear that right? 52-17, Tennessee over NC State.
Yes. Yes, you did.
All right. Swain, what do you think about that one?
Whew. That's a lot of points.
That's Vols by 35, Bob. That's a lot of confidence. That is quite the way to kick off the week. So we got you down 52-17, Tennessee over NC State this upcoming Saturday. Good luck to you, and thanks a lot for calling in.
All right. Go Bob.
Thanks, Bob. His chance to score forward. Your chance will continue throughout the week. We'll take score predictions. Pick one from all of our picks on Friday. And if that score that we pick hits on Saturday when Tennessee plays the game, Saturday night in Charlotte, if your score prediction is selected, it's absolutely correct. You'll win up to $75,000 towards a brand new Ford from Ted Russell Ford. Your chance all season long to score a Ford from Ted Russell Ford. 52-17 is Bob's prediction over NC State.
Bob, I need you to call back in tomorrow, disguise your voice, and do a redo.
Is that a little too confident for your liking?
Well, I love the score. Like, I would be thrilled. You know how I feel about beating up on NC State. I've been waiting for this for months.
Yeah.
But think about what happened Saturday. Nico set at halftime. When is the last time you've seen a quarterback not even play in the second half? Normally you see that quarterback play at least the first or second possession.
Yeah.
We are so cautious, so protective over Nico. We're not going to let him play if the game is in hand. So the game is going to be in hand well before 52 points. If they have 17 and we're up 2 and 3 scores, I think we put Nico, set him down. I think we're going to see that this year. We will pull the trigger early on Nico to protect him.
We did get a reminder Saturday. Wayne tweeted to us and said, guys, don't forget, today starts the 5-game run of 50 points in each of Tennessee's first 5 games. Bob has Tennessee scoring 52. Bob and Wayne are aligned.
Well, yeah, that's true.
50 pieces abound. So Bob is confident. 52-17 is our score forward prediction here on Monday.
I want Bob to win that vehicle. I want him to be right.
And I promise you, Andy White would love to hand over keys to a new vehicle after a 52-17 Tennessee win on national television on Saturday night. Maybe that would help boost the confidence of one Andy Staples, college football writer of On3. So On3 this year is doing their own college football bracketology, and it's underway. Andy's preseason prediction had Tennessee in the college football playoff. So Tennessee entered week 1 as a projected playoff team. Well, after beating Chattanooga 69-3, the week 2 college football bracketology update has Tennessee as the first team out.
I'm not falling for it.
Of the playoff. Oregon is the 11 seed. And Oregon. You got a big win on Saturday.
Big win?
Big win.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They got a win, and I guess it was a big win, but they didn't look great. But they're still in, huh?
Oregon is in as the 11 seed. I mean, they beat Idaho by 2 scores.
Ooh.
24-14 this past weekend. And the new team in is USC, the 10 seed, after beating LSU last night in Las Vegas. So Andy Staples of On3 with his bracketology update has Tennessee as the first team out. The first 4 out, Tennessee, then Missouri, Utah, and LSU.
I'm not falling for it. You're not going to get me all riled up after week 1. No, sir. No, sir. Hey.
Not doing it?
Kudos to USC for making the playoffs this week. Good job. We'll see if they can maintain. LSU will be a better football team than they showed yesterday in the first game of the season. They've proven this the last couple of times they've lost first game of the season. Can USC maintain? Can they improve? I like our chances to get to the playoff. This is not going to frustrate me. This is not going to throw cold water on my enthusiasm for this team's playoff chances. Not going to fall for it. Nope, not going to work. Don't look at me like that, man. It's not going to work. I'm not getting riled up over week one bracketology. But it's good content, though.
It's excellent content right here from On 3, from Andy Staples. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but week one college football bracketology will not hurt you.
Nope, at all. At all. Tennessee handles business versus NC State and Oklahoma. Then we'll look at the bracketology.
Shame on you, though. I was trying to do a professional tease at the end of last segment to update the masses on the projections of the college football bracket after 1 week of football that hasn't even completed because Florida State and Boston College play tonight. I think that's my favorite part of this is Florida State they have a chance to go out and win by like 4 touchdowns and they could be back in this. But you wouldn't even let me tease for the people.
I'm saving the people
without your smirks and your laughs
from your old media tactics.
This is the digitalized old media right here. It is well done. It is well done. So Tennessee, first 4 out in the post-week 1 college football bracketology update from On 3.
Maybe Bob is right. Once Tennessee catches wind that they are officially out of the playoffs, according to Andy Staples, then they'll want to beat NC State.
Do you worry
52-17?
Do you worry that this will have a negative impact on the team, that they'll be deflated and come out flat against NC State?
Actually, the opposite.
You think this will motivate them?
I think because of this, we're going to see possibly 50 points. So thank you, Andy Staples.
So maybe this will be it. It'll be 45-17, late fourth quarter. And Josh Heupel's thinking, oh, we're out of the playoff, huh? Nico, put one more on their heads.
Nico? He won't be Nico. Hey, Gaston, throw that ball at Chris Brazzell. Put a little bit more on it. Drive the football. Less air. We scoring these touchdowns. I can see that happen.
Or we might just say, hey, Jordan, go block another one.
Yeah.
Go get you one.
It won't be Nico. If the score is already 40-something to 17.
Maybe Tennessee should have gone for 2 late. If it were 70-3 instead of 69, which is a nice final score.
Great final score, yeah, for sure. I was surprised that Cristobal had Cam Ward in late.
Yeah.
That was surprising. And with Cristobal's luck at Miami, I'm surprised he didn't get hurt.
You saw Miami with a few players walking over to the recruits.
I love that.
At Ben Hill Griffin after the game, and Florida staffers. Those poor staffers, they're not paid enough for that. They've got to usher the Miami players away.
Yeah, like, what do you got, like a flashlight or something? You can't really physically tell the players to move.
I know. College football, it's back and it's beautiful.
You have to do that because you don't want Bill Napier to see you not trying to do anything. Like, if you just stand there and let Miami players recruit your recruits, it looks bad on you as a recruiting staffer.
Yeah.
So you have to pretend like you're actually trying to get them to go to their locker room. But there's nothing you can truly do. But that was a boss move by Miami players.
Yeah, but the 41-17 score by Miami, that's nice. I think the players going over there and trying to talk up the recruits, I think that's more of a sign that the U is back.
Oh, 100%. It was disrespectful as all get out, and that's what Miami's all
Miami
about.
is about the disrespect.
They are about disrespecting the opponent. They're going to take your girls. They're going to take your recruits. They took some of your fans out their seats, made them go home early. Miami, that's what you call draining the swamp. That's what they did.
That was a showing. We'll come back. Tennessee will look to do something similar this week in Charlotte against NC State. We'll come back and invite you to be a part of the show. Our text box is open. Connect with us there at 865-656-9900. Same number to call in as we continue here on Josh and Swain.
Johnson, our CFO, needs some info for the IPO ASAP.
No problem, boss. Just search the web. Cumulus Digital has helped our SEO big time.
Speak English, Johnson.
Search engine optimization.
SEO, huh? That's A-OK.
Cumulus Digital.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
49ers rookie wide receiver Ricky Pearsall was released from the hospital Sunday afternoon after being shot in the chest Saturday during an attempted robbery in central San Francisco. The 23-year-old had been listed as serious but stable condition on Saturday and was upgraded to fair condition earlier Sunday before being released from San Francisco General Hospital and Trauma Center. The suspect, a 17-year-old male, was arrested Saturday and taken into custody. Pearsall was selected by the 49ers in the first round of April's draft. College football tonight, Florida State, having already suffered a season-opening loss to Georgia Tech in Dublin last weekend, continues ACC play against Boston College in Tallahassee tonight as the Golden Eagles begin their season. Kickoff tonight is at 7:30. In golf, Scotty Scheffler capped off an incredible season with a win at the FedEx Cup after shooting a 4-under 67 yesterday at East Lake. Scheffler also won the Masters and Olympic gold earlier this year. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Doug. Customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. After that, you can also save me, as I'm currently hanging from the edge of a cliff. To recap, number 1, customize and save. Number 2, time allowing, save me. Shoulders separating!
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com. Savings may vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects, but you got the idea. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
It's the most wonderful time of year. Football is back, and it's tailgate time at Tennessee. That means delicious, hot, and juicy Big Kahuna wings. The wings that changed it all will change your next tailgate and make you the MVP. Choose from tailgate packages including wings and other delicious game day grub. Just call our Farragut location today at 865-288-7891 to get yours. Big Kahuna Wings, changing your taste buds forever.
East Tennessee, born and raised. There's a law firm in town that understands our area and how to help you best when you're in need. At the McKeon Law Group, Jed McKeon and his team specialize in all aspects of how to best guide you in times when you need it the most. Whether you're going through a divorce, injury, child custody, or criminal battles, their team is a family that will do its best to help your family. Call 294-8008 for the McKeon Law Group. East Tennessee, born, raised, and ready to help you, no matter what your case.
It's time to tee it up at the Ruggles Ferry Golf Club on Ruggles Ferry, Pike and Straw Plains, about 5 minutes from I-40, convenient to just about anywhere. Great bent grass greens that are always in great shape, and lovely Bermuda fairways. Drive right to your ball, 4 sets of tees. It's for everybody. And let me tell you something, you always have a great time when you play Ruggles Ferry Golf Club. Why? Well, the people are great. Oh, one of the best driving ranges around, too. That's probably where I'd be. Ruggles Ferry Golf Club, 932-4450.
Your office is not just where you work, it's a destination with endless possibilities. Whether working in your corporate location or remotely, you need a technology partner that can meet your ever-changing business needs, providing strategic solutions that save time and money. Image Matters, East Tennessee's premier locally owned office technology company, is that partner, offering best-in-class print and workflow solutions from HP and Xerox. Backed by their award-winning customer service and support, the Image Matters team can develop comprehensive output solutions that are both affordable and scalable, meeting the needs of any size budget or company. As a Pros Elite 100 service organization, 2-time Xerox Document Technology Partner of the Year, and HP Certified Managed Print and Security Specialist, Image Matters offers you the expertise and commitment to service excellence needed for your business to have a competitive edge. To learn how Image Matters can help your office reach its potential, visit ImageMattersInc.com. Image Matters, technology you need, people you trust.
Summer's here, and you can smell fresh-cut grass, and everyone's excited to be outside. It's your year to get that great lawn. You can do it, and the folks at Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply can help. Dickens is now the Exmark mower dealer for Knoxville, and they're stocked up with a ton of choices for your next zero-turn mower. They have the best seed and fertilizers available for our area, and would be glad to coach you to a great lawn. Dickens also carries mulch and pine straw. Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply, Knoxville, Maryville, and the new location at 620 East Emory Road in Powell.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help.
PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Not a bad Labor Day Monday across East Tennessee with lots of sunshine to go around, a high of 88. Overnight we fall down to 64 with generally clear skies. For your Tuesday, more clouds around, a high of 84. Down to 65 as we head into Wednesday. Wednesday, a few spotty showers, a high of 83. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Granger.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Heupel. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Heupel team right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Some law firms specialize in one thing, but there's one here in East Tennessee that specializes in them all. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Listening to us on the air. Free. Listening on the app. Free. Listening on our website. Free. No subscription required. Just free sports talk.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. You're listening to Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. So, big day for Nico. He gets some Freshman of the Week honors. Had a big performance against Chattanooga. More big numbers coming from Nico. You would probably agree.
More's on the way, my friend. Kind of hard not to see big numbers when you have Ethan Davis at tight end. You got Brazel and Thornton and Brew. Squirrel, Nimrod, Webb. You got some guys you can throw the ball to, and then you have a backfield with speed and agility. I like to see some of those guys stay on their feet, and that's something I'm sure Darrell Sims will work on in terms of balance, and because I think we left some yards on the field there at running back. But Nico, so far so good. There's a lot of players around him that will help him make some plays.
So SEC Freshman of the Week honors for Nico after the performance this past weekend against Chattanooga. So you're playing that kind of opponent where you know you have a big advantage. You go out and do what you're supposed to do, which is great. But what could he learn? Nico, after the game, being asked, okay, what's something you can learn, something you can improve on from that kind of game? Here's Nico. And we'll get Nico in a moment.
To keep our foot on their throat. When we go up big, I think still coming to the sideline with the same mindset that is 0-0. And, just carrying that out the full game, full 4 quarters like Coach Hype says.
Keep your foot on their throats was Nico's takeaway there because the second quarter didn't end the way they wanted it to.
I asked Josh Heupel about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter, what he wants to see, and when I get a short answer, I know the mood, and that's what he gave me, a short answer. He wanted him to come out and play fast and start fast, and I don't think he was the happiest with how the first half ended, giving up a sack, not being really efficient. We've seen this offense under Josh Heupel perform extremely well right before halftime. On the road at Kentucky 2021, we've seen many other examples of how this team operates before the half, either gets a field goal or a touchdown, and that could be demoralizing for a team going into halftime. A nice swift kick in the butt, and they have to pick themselves up off the map after giving up a score to end the half. And so Tennessee was unable to do that. That's probably the biggest thing we want to clean up. There were some penalties here and there, but that's the biggest thing I think Heupel wants to improve.
Yeah, I'm sure. So last couple of possessions in the second quarter, Larry Johnson allows Nico to get hit from behind when he gets beat there at left tackle. Lance Hurd comes back in that final possession. He gives up a sack. There's the chop block penalty as well. Like those things.
Sloppy.
Those things in games where it could go either way, those can be really costly. It didn't cost them anything against Chattanooga. There's the injury risk. But, yeah, those are the things I'm sure that Josh Heupel was watching saying this cannot happen again.
You know that Samuel L. Jackson death stare gif? You give up a sack and let Nico get hit in the blind spot and he doesn't expect it, you're probably going to get that stare. Protect Nico at all costs. Hold him. Grab him. If you're beat, don't let him get a free hit. Grab his shoelaces. Tie them together. Go Looney Tunes if you have to. Do not let Nico get hit.
Who's arguing on that one?
Hey, we'll take a 10-yard penalty and we'll punt and we'll say screw that possession. But if you let Nico get driven into the ground on his shoulder,
that could be it for the season in
problem.
Terms of what your big goals are.
For sure.
Hey, excuse me for being fuddy-duddy for maybe a minute.
A minute, huh? Okay.
This is not about Nico. There's the NCAA report across all sports, the reports from Ross Dellinger about the NCAA considering removing or all other sports adopting the football redshirt rule where you can play a certain amount of games. Football, you can play 4, maybe 5 if you play in a bowl game because the bowl game doesn't count either. And you keep your redshirt status. So you essentially get to play 5 years. Congrats to Nico. He's freshman of the week. Should he be freshman of the week? He played in 5 games last year and started one.
It says he's a freshman. All right, it says he's a redshirt freshman. I thought he was a sophomore.
Nico arrived
for the longest.
I forgot until a couple of weeks ago that he's a redshirt freshman. I knew it, but he's entering his second season. I think he arrived at Tennessee in December of 22.
He's a freshman. Okay,
he was Hendon Hooker's teammate technically.
Wait till we break.
So this isn't about Nico. It's just like guys are going to be allowed to play 5 games and still be freshmen the next year.
Okay, we're going to break out the Chance NC State game. He's just a freshman. He's just a freshman. Oh, yeah, we're going to break that out versus NC State.
And it's not about Nico. Like, if something happened to Quinn Ewers and Arch Manning goes and has a big game and he gets freshman of the week on us, is he a freshman?
Redshirt freshman.
Okay.
Yeah, redshirt freshman. Stop being a party pooper.
I apologize.
Let Nico gather all his awards. Be a long list of awards this year on his way to the Heisman.
Same for Avery Johnson. I think he's classified as a freshman at Kansas State. I saw him light it up in the bowl game last season.
Well, that's when he was a true freshman. He's a redshirt freshman this year. But he's still a freshman.
Okay.
Still a freshman. Listen, I thought he was a true sophomore for the longest. But he's going to get another award this week.
Wasn't Nico the MVP of a bowl game?
Yep.
Okay.
He was. When he was a true freshman. But
So,
he's a redshirt freshman.
Nothing to do with Nico. It's just college football. Come on.
They're trying to figure it out, man.
They're trying.
Every other week there's a new rule change. Every couple of days there's a tweak to try to make it make sense. They're trying. They are trying.
You're 39 plus 1. You're not 40.
I guess so. We can look at it that way.
Yeah. One more extra year in your 30s. Celebrate.
Now I'm 40. You know how I know? Because I woke up Sunday morning, felt like I played. And all I did was stand there.
Sore from the sideline reporting.
But it was 90-plus degrees out there, man.
Yeah.
Golly. It was flaming out there. So that's how I know I'm 40. Still a man, though.
No doubt about that.
But was definitely sore Sunday morning.
He's VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain. I'm Josh Ward, 865-656-9900 if you would like to be a part of the show. College football week 1 behind us, except for one more game to go tonight, Florida State and Boston College. We continue here on Josh and Swain.
I want you to remember this website. It's lowerincometaxes.com. Lowerincometaxes.com. You have to remember that website because that website can change your financial future. Lowerincometaxes.com gets you to Steve Vasgard Wealth Retirement Strategies. What Steve has done for decades, and he's done it for captains of industry. He's done it for retired professional athletes. He can do it for you as well. Steve shows you how to grow and to protect your wealth without having to deal with stock market volatility. Look, Steve Vasgard's been doing this for a very long time. He has the strategies, and one thing that he does is sit down with every prospective client before you sign a single thing and says, okay, let's create different models to find out exactly what your retirement goals are, and let's get you from where you are today to where you want to be. We'll create multiple different models, and we'll use the one that's the most efficient that will work for you to get you where you want to be in retirement. Lowerincometaxes.com for Steve Vasgard, Wealth of Retirement Strategies.
The summer is here, and what is the biggest activity happening over these summer months? It's wedding season. Hey, this is Heather. If you need jewelry for your big day, then you need my jewelry store, TK Wheeler Jewelers. They've got everything bridal, from a huge selection of engagement rings. They've got the wedding bands that either match or are totally off the cuff. They even have wedding party gifts. How about beautiful charms or gold necklace pendants for your bridesmaids, or a cool bracelet for all your groom's gifts? And if you want to start your marriage off on the right foot with your mother-in-law, what about a beautiful gold bangle bracelet? That means she's always going to remember you're the favorite son-in-law. TK Wheeler Jewelers has everything you need to look perfect and have the perfect gifts on your wedding day. They're located on South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge. TK has been in business for decades, and he is going to treat you right. It's always the place to shop when you want more bling for your buck. It's my jewelry store, the one and only TK Wheeler Jewelers.
This has been a big announcement. Hey, Tennessee, what are you looking for in an automobile dealership? How about a no-pressure, friendly staff, a huge selection of pre-owned inventory, which incidentally is why it's been called the intersection of selection for over 20 years. How about one of the largest new car inventories in the entire area? And don't forget, they all come with Rusty Wallace Honda's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. Or maybe it's service after the sale you want. If that's the case, then get to our award-winning service department. Whatever your reason, don't wait. Get to the intersection of selection, Rusty Wallace Honda. I-75 at Callahan Drive.
Hi, this is Pat with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosure houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711 with ProSource Home Buyers.
99.1 The Sports Animal has teamed up with Forge Advertising and WVLT to bring you the Fox and Farmer Toss to Victory. You could win an awesome limited edition cornhole set this football season, beautifully designed with Tennessee tradition. One winner will be chosen each game week, and the 12 winners will also be finalists to win a Tennessee bowl game experience at the end of the season. Log on to 991thesportsanimal.com and enter to win today.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us on this Monday afternoon. 5 minutes ago, the SEC Network tweeting out a graphic with a quote. And it is that Nico quote, to keep our foot on their throat. Nico Iamaleava on learning from early season dominant performances.
It'd probably be weird for UTC players to, read that. Well, we should be thanking Nico. I guess, thank you for not keeping your foot on our throats.
In a 69-3 loss.
Because it could have been worse, I guess.
Yep.
But he's right. That's a lesson that the 22 team had to learn when we played Florida at home, and they were one catch away from winning that game and coming back and shocking the entire crowd. Like I remember when everyone was doing the Gator Chomp, which was probably one of the greatest moments in Neyland Stadium history. But it was early. It was too early to do it, and Florida came back, put themselves in position to be one touchdown pass away from winning that game. But that team didn't really have that issue the rest of the season. When they were up, they kept the foot on the opponent's neck. Now, the Alabama game, I wouldn't count that too much, even though they were up multiple scores. Alabama was a good team. Like they fought back. It wasn't like Tennessee took their foot off the gas or anything. But that's a good lesson for Nico to learn versus UTC. That's what you want. You want to learn those lessons in games where you win games. Like you don't want to learn hard lessons and losses, even though you could and still have all your goals and dreams out in front of you, get to the college football playoff, even if you lose 2 games. That's possible.
Boo Carter made his debut for Tennessee.
Yeah. He let everybody know who was following him on IG too. So that was that was good. That was good to see. I saw a lot of him out there.
Yeah.
When I need to go and look at how many snaps he played versus Christian Harrison, but it seemed like he was out there a whole lot more, even though Christian Harrison started.
Aggressive in getting to the backfield, too.
That's why you recruit speed. So it showed up in person. I know it showed up on film, but Boo Carter figures out everywhere that he's supposed to go, and he's playing that fast. Whew, watch out. I was bummed out that he caught that punt. I wanted him to take that one to the house too.
Yeah, he was back there when Ross blocked the punt and returned it for a touchdown, right? So Jordan Ross, I think that's right, or was somebody else back there? Was somebody else back there to?
He might have been. I wasn't looking at him then. He returned it in the third quarter at one point, and he fair caught it.
I was just going to make a joke. That's freshman on freshman crime right there. Ross taking away an opportunity from Boo. What I'm seeing is 30 snaps for Boo Carter, 23 for Christian Harrison, according to Pro Football Focus's snap count.
Okay. Well, I had a feeling it was in Boo's favor that he played a little bit more, but that's more even than I thought it was.
He is an athlete.
We'll see who gets more snaps this weekend.
Would you have an IG Live role if you were the coach? You know, like you have a post-game calm down period.
Yeah, like I wouldn't outlaw it, but I would have some parameters.
I laughed though when I saw Josh Heupel turn around and see Boo. So the setting is locker room, right? Mm-hmm. And the players are going somewhere else.
Celebrating with each other.
Yep. And Carter's on IG Live doing a little bit of dance. Heupel sees him, steps out of the shot. So he steps to the side, which is a pro's move, and then tells Boo, you got to turn that off. Your teammates are going that way. Boo frantically turns it off. Hey, freshman first game, he's excited.
What Heupel could have done is, like, engage a little bit with Boo Carter for the gram a little bit, and then tell Boo Carter, hey, man, turn it off. Because that would have been really good for recruiting.
I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, that would have been really good for recruiting. It's not going to hurt recruiting that he didn't do it, but
right.
It would have been really cool. And it's not like Tennessee's not kicking butt in recruiting now anyways, but, like, it would have been cool for recruiting. But, yeah, the locker room is sacred. I mean, it really is. And so at times it's good, like when Tennessee beat Alabama and you had all the videos inside the locker room and you go IG Live in that environment. It actually was pretty cool. I guess it just depends on the moment and what's
live
going on.
Is a risky move.
Yeah, it's live, man. It's risky because somebody might be just getting out of the shower with just a towel on, and the towel might have dropped. You got to be aware of your surroundings when you do on that.
Yep. In that case, you say boo.
Yeah, that's I would have some parameters around that for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Hey, a little more than a minute to go in this hour with you until 3 o'clock here on Josh and Swain. I don't think there's a real question here, but Mike asks, after Saturday, who do you think is QB2? It's Gaston, right? I don't think there's an update there.
Yeah, it's Gaston. I mean, Gaston, according to Josh Heupel, didn't have his best day, but he'll bounce back and he'll get better. He'll learn from those mistakes that he made. I mean, he can throw it, man. And seeing him go through his progressions and then coming back to his outlet, I mean, it shows you how experienced he is and how comfortable he is in this offense. He didn't have his best day. He clearly is the number 2 quarterback, though.
Yeah, but good that Jake Merklinger got to play. Good for him.
Oh yeah, he got some runs in, got tackled a little bit. That was fun for Merklinger.
Yeah, don't remove him from the future quarterback conversation. That's a couple years away.
No,
but he's here to compete, and maybe he's Tennessee's guy in the future, maybe not. But he is a talented guy. He's a 4-star quarterback.
Hey,
in the 24 class.
You better get a leg up while you can, because when Faison Brandon gets here, it's about to get real.
Yeah, he's gonna have something to say.
If you get here before Faison Brandon, you better sprint. You better get a big lead as much as you can, because he is different. We got some time for that, though.
Yeah, he'll be a true freshman in 2026. But he's going to come in with a real shot. That's a big get for Tennessee's 26 class.
For sure. We got time.
We'll close up the hour on this. Clay in the YouTube chat. We're live on Sports Animals YouTube channel today. Swain, I have already bet the 7.5 points. Tennessee favored. I think we win by 40.
Golly. 40?
40.
Okay.
Over NC State.
I hope so, man. I hope so. That'll make my job so much easier.
We'll come back. You'll be on your feet for a while on the sideline if Tennessee wins by 40 points on Saturday in Charlotte.
That's okay. It's a night game.
NC State, it'll be cooler. NC State week is here. We continue on Josh and Swain.
When it comes to weight loss, one size does not fit all. At Bragg Weight Loss and Wellness, powered by Nutrimost, Dr. Terry Bragg provides the educational tools you need to manage your weight. No prepackaged foods and no counting points. Dr. Bragg uses a team approach, creating a personalized roadmap to a healthy lifestyle, including food plan, supplements, and support. Most participants lose 20 pounds in 40 days. For more information, go to BraggWeightLossAndWellness.com and start living your most healthy life.
This has been a paid announcement.
Hey, it's Swain, and you've heard me talk about Hiller and how it feels like being part of a family. Well, this month, Hiller is treating you like family, too, with their Friends and Family Savings event. Hiller's Happy Club members save up to 25% off your first HVAC, plumbing, and electrical repair. And everyone gets 10% discount. Present your coupon and save. Visit the website, happyhiller.com. Download a coupon today.
This has been a paid announcement.
Doug. Customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. After that, you can also save me, as I'm currently hanging from the edge of a cliff. To recap, number 1, customize and save. Number 2, time allowing, save me. Shoulders separating!
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com. Savings may vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's the most wonderful time of year. Football is back. And it's tailgate time at Tennessee. That means delicious, hot, and juicy Big Kahuna wings. The wings that changed it all will change your next tailgate and make you the MVP. Choose from tailgate packages including wings and other delicious game day grub. Just call our Farragut location today at 865-288-7891 to get yours. Big Kahuna Wings. Changing your taste buds forever.
Summer is officially here, and if you want to be cooking in a new kitchen by the time company is coming over for the holidays, then now's the time to get started. Hey, this is Heather Harrington for Kitchen Sales. It's hard to put into words how much absolute joy our kitchen renovation has brought us. The team at Kitchen Sales completely outdid themselves. They made suggestions to knock out some walls and actually start using a formal dining room that was dead space before. And by doing an open concept kitchen, we also had the space for a new 11 by 4 foot island. We took our little bitty island and juiced it up as big as we could, and I doubled the storage in my kitchen. And it's really pretty. I can be cooking dinner while my kids are doing homework or playing with Play-Doh, and everybody's got enough space. It's seriously time for you to see what Kitchen Sales can do for your home. They've got 2 great locations, Hoyt Avenue in downtown just off Cherry Street, or in the Town and Country Circle near Best Buy in West Knoxville. And you can always find them online at kitchensales.net.
This has been a paid announcement.
This is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on the Sports Animal app and website, 991thesportsanimal.com. 99.1 The Sports Animal, the station where the Vols play.
This is Mark Malusis with a Sports Minute. If you don't know the name, don't worry. You will. Arizona wideout Tataroa McMillan, 6'5", 210-pound wideout, is just the 5th FBS player to top 300 yards in a single game in the last decade. T-Mac is expected to be a first-round pick in next spring's NFL draft, and he's really special. Size, speed, off the charts, and he showed it on Saturday night. Soon, he will be shining on NFL Sundays. I'm Mark Malusis.
The only thing more satisfying than a crisp fall day is a crisp fall day inside your cozy, spotless home. Right now, shop Labor Day savings on select cleaning essentials and exclusive brands from the Home Depot. Plus, with fast free delivery, you don't have to worry about running out of your favorite cleaners, paper products, trash bags, and more. The Home Depot has everything you need to get ready for a fall refresh. Get your home crisp, clean, and ready for the season with the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Free delivery on over 2 million items subject to availability.
Right now at Wendy's, you can get a small Frosty for $1. And literally everyone is going. The car behind you, going to get a $1 Frosty. The car ahead of you, already had one, going for a second. The person who cut you off earlier, you guessed it, $1 Frosty. Maybe it's all a sign for you to go get one. Just don't cut anyone off. No one likes that person. The iconic Frosty for $1, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Not valid in a combo. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, California, and via third-party delivery.
Shopping for a mortgage? Don't sign a thing till you call for a free quote from Fountain City Finance. 687-8200.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Life's troubles aren't always fun, but there's a law group in town who will help you get them done. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Josh and Swain, the name of the show. Hey, it's week 1, so we're getting everything figured out here. Jason Swain, he is a VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm just Josh Ward. Nothing else to add to that.
You are VIP, Josh Ward. You know that. You're very important. Got a lot of people over the weekend talk about how they love the show, man. So you're doing a good job.
Hey, I appreciate it. That is always cool. We always appreciate hearing people are checking out the show, especially now. Football season's here. People are excited. People are fired up. Saturday help with that.
Oh, yeah. Got a attaboy from someone in the Tri-Cities that listens, and very happy that we're there on the Sports Monster. So
yeah, this is our first football season in the Tri-Cities because we started back in January.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so how about that?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it, Tri-Cities.
Yep. So Brian and Eric have been doing their thing for the last few years up in the Tri-Cities, and we're happy to join them. So AM 640, The Sports Monster, 99.1, The Sports Animal, and thanks for being with us. If you're streaming, listening on demand, however you are tuning in, you can join us. Call or text in at 865-656-9900. Our Score of Ford guest today from Bob last hour. From Ted Russell Ford, 52-17.
Goodness gracious.
Is his prediction. So Bob is ready for NC State week.
Hey, Bob wasn't the only one that thinks Tennessee's going to whoop up on NC State and put up a lot of points?
No. Clay in the YouTube chat. Vols by 40.
Whew.
40
I got
points.
I got Tennessee covering.
Yeah, Bob only has them by 35.
That's it. Winning by
Clay
5
says
touchdowns.
by 40.
Winning by 5 touchdowns.
NC State is coming off a win on Thursday against Western Carolina, where the first 2.5 quarters at least could have gone better for the Wolfpack. Grayson McCall had a pick early that was returned into the red zone to set up the first Western Carolina touchdown. They do have transfers on offense. They have Concepcion, who's a really talented player. He's a really good wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
He is tamper-worthy for schools out there. Not that I would suggest or for sure condone, but he is that level player.
You got his number?
Tennessee's good at receiver.
Okay.
But that's a nice compliment, right? He's tamper-worthy.
Yeah, it's a great compliment.
NC State doesn't want to hear that, of course.
It's a SEC tamper-worthy type of player.
Kevin Concepcion, who had a big season last year, followed that up with 9 catches, 121 yards, and 3 touchdowns against Western Carolina. So he's a good player. Tennessee's defense will be focused on him. Caught 64 balls last year as a freshman. 10 touchdowns last year. He's a touchdown machine.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a big challenge for Tennessee's secondary. Has not been challenged yet. It was not challenged on Saturday, but when you have a front like Tennessee, they can help you out, man. Grayson McCall is going to be under a lot of fire, a lot of pressure, and if they can force him to throw the ball sooner than he would like, that could be really good for our secondary.
Yeah, that is something we're going to say a lot. If Tennessee's defensive line can play as well as it's capable of, that's going to be a big-time challenge for the opponent. We're going to say that in 2 weeks when Tennessee plays at Oklahoma.
I probably say this a couple times this week, but I'll say it now. I'm curious to see if NC State goes tempo to try to keep us from being able to rotate like we did against UTC. I mean, there were times when we were rotating 4 in, 4 out. And if you're NC State, you probably don't want to see that.
Yeah, just super fresh, really talented defensive linemen
exactly
on a turnstile.
Exactly. So to prevent that from happening, maybe you go a little tempo. It's not like something Tennessee's defense is not used to. They see it every single day.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how NC State plays chess in this one.
A lot of transfers. So mentioned Concepcion, but Jolie, the tight end that Tennessee fans were eager to get to Knoxville from UConn.
Some of y'all was drooling over him. I didn't get it. He's a good player, but what about the blocking stuff?
He caught 5 passes for 75 yards in the opener. Noah Rogers, who is a highly touted recruit that went to Ohio State, he caught 3 passes for 43 yards last week against Western Carolina. And then their leading rusher, Jordan Waters, 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. He is a transfer from Duke, experienced player. So, poor Duke. They saw their quarterback leave, their top rusher, Jordan Waters, leave with their head coach, Mike Elko, when he left to go to Texas A&M. But Waters scored 2 touchdowns. Concepcion scored 3, so they accounted for all 5 touchdowns in the opener for NC State. It was a 38-21 win over the Catamounts of Western Carolina.
This ain't basketball, Duke. You got good players. The country will take them, okay? You are not a destination place for football. That's basketball.
Yeah, Waters is a pretty big guy, too, 6 foot, 215.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
it was good to see.
He's a nice player for NC State.
It's good to see a change-up back for Tennessee and Cam Seldon. You know, he finished some runs.
Yeah. So, Seldon's back. He's
back.
He's fully back. If there was any question about that before they played a game, he is fully back.
Yeah, he was
handle kickoff, return.
Yeah, he was caving some chest in versus UTC. So you better have your legs with you, and you better wrap up. You better bring your lunch if you come tackle Cam Seldon. He's a big old boy.
If Bob is correct, Tennessee wins by 35 or close to it.
If that happens, Tennessee's going to be a top 7 team in the country.
Yeah, they're going to get all kinds of love. The ESPN FPI has moved Tennessee up to number 7. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Feeling good?
I feel the same, Josh. I feel the same as I did last week. It's UTC. It's week 1.
The improvement of 2 spots in the Football Power Index has not affected your thoughts?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Wonder what it's all for.
I'll let you know when Tennessee goes on the road and beat Oklahoma.
Okay. That's going to be a big game.
Not as big as the game this week, Josh. Stay focused.
Okay, well, hey, you brought it up. I'm just trying to keep up in the conversation. Tennessee 7.5-point favorites. This time a week ago, they were a 4.5-point favorite, so it's moved a field goal in Tennessee's direction.
Yeah, they saw how trash NC State played against Western Carolina, Josh. Anybody with half a brain would see that and go, yeah, I think Tennessee's probably going to win by a lot more than 4. They look good.
What if NC State saved the good stuff for this week?
Well, they'll lose by less then. But they're going to lose because Tennessee's a better football team. NC State had 2 days extra to prepare because they played on Thursday, right?
Right.
If you got pushed around by Western Carolina in that first game, how are you using those 2 days? Are you using them to rest a little bit more, or are you using those days to go maybe some 908 and practice to get your team used to being more physical because you wasn't physical enough?
Yeah, I'm curious what you think because my reaction would be getting in some backside so that they recognize what they're about to take on from a physical standpoint.
Say what again? What?
Is that too aggressive in the phrasing?
Boy, that was uncomfortable. 9-on-8, physical football practice, a little scrimmaging. You might need to do that if you're Dave Dorn. You might want to do that.
Okay.
I'll just call off guard, Josh. That's all.
Season's here, Swain.
It is here. I didn't know I would see this side of Josh Ward.
This isn't April.
You're right.
I checked the calendar. It's September now.
You are ready for football, Josh.
Yep.
If I didn't know, I know now. You got to be more physical if you're NC State. And I don't know how you improve by just watching film.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember days where we didn't run the football well enough. We didn't execute in the red zone or execute in short yard situations. And a normal Tuesday day would be pads, but later in the season, we would be in shorts. But after a game where you wasn't physical enough, we wore pads on that Tuesday. And we had some periods where we were hitting. We were going 908 to make sure we understood how physical we need to be. NC State was not physical enough in the first game. So are they going to just watch film and go, all right, guys, we need to be more physical? Or are they going to say, we have to practice being more physical?
Yeah, if I'm the coaching staff, that's the question. They have a solid coaching staff. They're going to be well prepared as best they can.
Yeah, man, Kurt Roper's on that staff. That's my guy.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say hey to him after the game and console him, and hope that the rest of the season is a success.
If Tennessee wins, yeah, you can console him, say, hey, good game out there. Hope you win the rest of them. You can mean that sincerely.
That's right. That's right. Now, Kurt Roper, that's my guy right there. I loved him when he was here.
Yeah, he came to Tennessee with David Cutcliffe, correct, in 2006.
Yeah, coach of running backs. Yep. He was our hype guy.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was our hype guy. It wasn't even Troop that year. It was Coach Roper. He would lose it. He would lose it in the locker room. He would fire us up. He would fire us up.
I wouldn't have predicted that.
He would snap, and it would be like out of nowhere. He was sitting there calm, and we would just look at him, and we would hype him up. What you thinking? What you thinking, Coach Rope? What you got for us, Rope? What's up, Rope? How you feeling, Rope? I'll tell you how I'm feeling. Y'all better go out there and yeah. That Cal game, whoo, Roper had us going.
There you go.
Yeah, he had us going. So he'll probably do that for NC State, maybe. Or he's got a little older, maybe he's going to let somebody else do that. But I know
that was a while ago. That was 18 years ago.
He's going to tell his players that Tennessee thinks they're better than you. And he's not wrong. And you got to prove to the world, because everyone's going to pick Tennessee. And Tennessee is going to come in here into our state, and they're going to try to take what's ours. Roper will probably use that angle. But he's not wrong. We are better than NC State.
Yeah, this is an hour border game.
Well, recruiting would say it's not necessarily up for debate.
Yeah, that one's.
But
that advantage goes to the Vols.
If you're NC State, you're just trying to be better on Saturday. If you're better on Saturday, that's all you want. But I think Tennessee's a better team, but it's about who's better on Saturday. And NC State can be that if Tennessee makes mistakes and if NC State plays clean.
Swain, it's an aggressive Monday. I think we've established that.
Yes,
Bob an hour ago called in.
You have established that, Josh.
Hey, Bob an hour ago calling in to score a Ford from Ted Russell Ford said Tennessee 52-17. Nathan texted in and said Boo Carter gets 3 picks.
What? Okay. All right. Well, Christian Harrison, it's been real.
So Bob's ready. Nathan's ready. You found out I'm ready.
You are ready. I'm a little afraid to be around you right now.
Are you ready?
I'm ready now. I'm ready now.
Okay.
I know you are. 10-2 Josh over there. You are ready.
Somebody's got to bring a little positivity to the show.
I apologize.
865-656-9900 if you would like to weigh in. Still more to react to from this past Saturday. More to look ahead to as well as we continue. And again, we invite you to join us. 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show on Josh and Swain.
99.1 The Sports Animal and Ted Russell Ford give you the chance to score a Ford this season. Listen weekdays for the cue to call to guess the exact score of the Tennessee game. Fridays, we'll select one at random from all guesses to instantly win an oil change from Ted Russell Ford and a $50 Buddy's Barbecue gift certificate. If the pick is correct, you'll win your pick of any new Ford or Lincoln up to $75,000 on the lot or that they can order. Listen for the cue to call for your chance to win from Ted Russell Ford and your flagship station for the Vols. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
It's football time, and CRS Exteriors is celebrating. CRS, your locally owned home renovation company, invites you to Customer Appreciation Day, Saturday, September 14th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at their newly remodeled showroom. Register to win a pair of UT Bama football tickets, food, refreshments, free in-home estimates, and you'll get 10% off your quote. All quotes, windows, siding, doors, and more. CRS Exteriors, Saturday, September 14th, 10 to 1, 10527 Kingston Pike, or call 670-8823 for more details.
99.1 The Sports Animal and K&P Remodeling give you the chance to attend this year's big Tennessee versus Oklahoma game, September 21st. Text SEC to 656-9900 for your chance to win 2 tickets to the game, a 2-night hotel stay, and $1,000 spending money. Root on the Vols as they face the Sooners in Josh Heupel's return to face his alma mater from your flagship station of the Vols. 99.1 The Sports Animal. Details at 991thesportsanimal.com.
Step up your style game with the perfect fit from New Balance Knoxville. From the classic 574s to the retro-inspired 327s, the highly sought-after 9060s, New Balance has the perfect pair to elevate your everyday look. And when you shop New Balance Knoxville, you're not just getting incredible footwear, you're supporting your local community. Shop local, stay stylish. Visit New Balance Knoxville, located in the suburban shopping center just off Kingston Pike. New Balance Knoxville.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, who do you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Need a home loan to buy, build, or remodel the home of your dreams, but not sure what loan option is right for you? Alcoa 10 can help. Their lending team can assist you in finding the solution that best fits your needs. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Are you noticing cracks in your foundation walls, moisture in your crawl space, water in your basement, or sunken concrete in your driveway or sidewalk? If so, these are classic signs of foundation and settlement issues. You need a local repair team that can solve the problem with a lasting solution. United Structural Systems has been keeping homes dry and stable in East Tennessee for 30 years. For peace of mind, schedule your free inspection with USS at USSTN.com. Go Vols!
It's the most wonderful time of year. Football is back, and it's tailgate time at Tennessee. That means delicious, hot, and juicy Big Kahuna wings. The wings that changed it all will change your next tailgate and make you the MVP. Choose from tailgate packages including wings and other delicious game day grub. Just call our Farragut location today at 865-288-7891 to get yours. Big Kahuna Wings, changing your taste buds forever.
Are you a victim of a car wreck? Don't settle for less than you deserve. Call Fox and Farmer. With years of experience and a track record of success, they fight for your rights and get you the compensation you deserve. Schedule your free consultation at foxandfarmer.com.
Fox and Farmer, attorneys at law. The car wreck pro attorneys.
Sign up now on 99.1 thesportsanimal.com for the Fox and Farmer Toss to Victory for your chance to win a limited edition cornhole set and an opportunity for a Tennessee football fan experience.
Everything is more expensive than ever before. Well, except for the sports animal. Always free on the air and on the stream. Always. 99.1 The Sports Animal. Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. On a Labor Day Monday, the first Monday after the opening weekend of college football, we'll get one more game tonight. FSU looking to bounce back after an opening season loss to Georgia Tech. Florida State will host Boston College tonight. So, important game for FSU. As they're still in the running in the ACC, but Miami got to be the favorite right now after that win. Non-conference, but that win against Florida on Saturday.
They should be.
Mm-hmm.
They should be. They look really good against the SEC team, but still a lot of talent. Dominated on the road. Miami should be the favorite in the ACC. Florida State's still alive. Clemson, looked like they didn't even belong on the same field as Georgia. But Miami should be the favorite right now.
865-656-9900. If you would like to join us, if you would like to weigh in, you can call or text as we say hello to Turkey Man on this Monday afternoon. Turkey Man, good afternoon. Thanks for calling in.
Well, thanks for taking my call, guys. Hope you guys have a good Monday there. Sound like you're doing pretty good at it. The two throws on the comebacks on the sideline, those two throws and catches was as good as I've ever seen. That showed some ability from both receiver and the quarterback. But I was going to ask, this is going to be my question to ask you guys. I thought there for a minute we had that Nico had a chance to break the completion record in the SEC. I think, unless it's been broken, T. Martin held it at one time. Was that 17 consecutive catches, or I'm going by memory, but I think he will have a chance. Was that him?
Yeah, it was 17 versus South Carolina that year on the road.
And that's the record, is that not the record?
It was at the time. I'm not sure if it's been broke.
Well,
since.
I'm like you. I know it's been broke. It's not. I feel like he had a chance, and I feel like he will break it if he plays like this. He will have a chance to break it before the year's out.
Well, I mean, you have those passes to the perimeter, those count as completions. I mean, it was pitch and catch route versus air for a lot of that first half. His first incompletion came on a scramble going towards the south end zone. But, yeah, I mean, he was efficient. I think it's going to be hard to break that. But, I mean, if anyone can do it, Nico can. I mean, he was spot on for most of the day.
Yeah, maybe so. That the way they rely on and want to take deep shots, so in big games, that's going to be kind of tough.
That will be, because that's a low percentage throw.
Yeah.
Even if you have guys wide open. Like
that's on air.
We saw Brazzell kind of slow down a little bit, and Nico overthrew him, but I don't think it was all on Nico. I thought the receiver slowed down a little bit too, but that's an example of even guys open, those are still considered low percentage throws sometimes because it's sometimes hard to connect on. So he'll have a good completion percentage, but because we throw the ball down the field so much, it leaves some room for incompletions.
Yeah, but even taking some tough shots, he can be efficient.
Yeah, for
Turkey
sure.
Man. So your point is still there.
Well, I felt like he was on track. Was it 10 in a row there?
He was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was on fire at
Yeah.
first.
Well, what was your big surprise? What did you see that really shocked you? And I'll get out of here and listen.
Turkey Man, good to hear from you. Appreciate you.
Surprise. Whew. I don't know if anything surprised me out there. Off the top of my head, I probably have to think about it. But I expected a lot of people to play. I expected us to run up the score versus UTC. Nothing really surprised me.
Yeah, like a positive surprise.
I don't really have one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
They played about as well as you expected they
I don't have
could,
a
right?
positive.
Until those.
I don't have a positive. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, sure.
My surprise probably be negative. I'm surprised we left that game 0 in the turnover margin. I mean, we gave up a turnover and only got one turnover. I was expecting us to be able to say, we're +1 or +2 in the margin versus UTC. So that's probably my biggest surprise. But unfortunately, it's a negative one.
Yeah. Going into the game, not surprised to see Cameron Seldon involved, but a month ago I wouldn't have expected his role to be there. I think there was real hesitation that he'd be available in the start. So having the full complement of backs, that's a positive surprise from the start of camp. I think Lance Hurd giving up a sack is a negative surprise. Anything can happen, but that's no good.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
Yeah. So I guess a positive of that would be that you got some on film where you tell them that's not going to be acceptable moving forward. So, but overall, I mean, just is a tremendous performance for what Tennessee wanted out of that game. They won 69-3 against Chattanooga. So they were as close to what you would even hope for in that kind of game.
Hey, we moved John Campbell to right tackle for him to play left tackle.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't think it's too harsh to say you shouldn't give up a sack to Chattanooga if you're.
It's not too harsh.
Yeah, Lance Hurd.
No.
Now, we got a question in the YouTube chat you might have already addressed, but how did we come out injury-wise on Saturday? They came out fine as far as I'm aware of. Now,
Saturday.
Yeah, now news came out that late in camp, Emmanuel Okoye, who's a second-year player, terrific athlete, still a lot to learn in the game of football, now at defensive end. He suffered a torn ACL, so he is lost for the season. He was not expected to factor in, but hate that for him that he'll have to come back from injury.
Yeah, it may be a blessing in disguise for him, too. But he's still learning how to play the game, and so he'll have opportunity to work on his upper body in the weight room. Once he gets to a place where in his rehab where he can go to the weight room and do the bench press and do all the other things that you may need your lower body to be able to do, but you're far along in your rehab to where you're not going to get yourself hurt anymore or re-injured that knee. So he's going to come back and be a whole lot stronger, and that may be a blessing for him as he transitions to a different position on the defense side of the ball.
Tennessee's a team, by the way, rushed for just over 300 yards in the game. Dylan Sampson had 124 on the ground. Deshaun Bishop had 60 yards on 5 carries, so 12 yards per carry, and scored a touchdown. So his first career touchdown. That's cool for him. His first game after having to miss all of last season. Speaking of missing a season due to injury, Deshaun Bishop comes back and scores a touchdown. Then mention Seldon, 7 carries, 47 yards.
Yeah, man, Bishop bet on himself. Could have taken us offer at a smaller school and was told probably he was too small, but came in here, worked his tail off, did everything he was asked of him, and he's being rewarded for that. So he is a valuable part of the rotation at running back. Nice change up from Seldon. You have Dylan Sampson that does what he does, and then you have Cam Seldon, who's a totally different back than Dylan Sampson. And then you have a guy like Deshaun Bishop, who's different from Cam Seldon. So I like that 3-man rotation. It's only going to continue to get better as those guys are inexperienced and will only become more experienced as they play more games.
Yeah, 5 touchdowns total from the running backs, 3 from Dylan, 1 from Deshaun Bishop, and then Khalifa Keith scored as well. So
that was fun.
Yeah, good start for Tennessee's running backs. Really
100%.
We'll come back. We have an attaboy to hand out in our next segment, as we do every day, thanks to the Native Nursery. Another 30 minutes to go on Josh and Swain. 865-656-9900 to join us right here on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster.
Be sure to download the new Sports Animal app from iTunes or Google Play Store. It's never been easier to follow our podcasts. The upgraded Sports Animal app is powered by Big Kahuna Wings, the wings that changed it all.
Need a new roof? You need Mo Shingles. Need new siding? You need Mo Shingles. Mo Shingles, locally owned and operated with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and over 100 5-star reviews. Free estimates, moshingles.com, 770-0506.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
49ers rookie wide receiver Ricky Pearsall was released from the hospital Sunday afternoon after being shot in the chest Saturday during an attempted robbery in central San Francisco. The 23-year-old had been listed as serious but stable condition on Saturday and was upgraded to fair condition earlier Sunday before being released from San Francisco General Hospital and Trauma Center. The suspect, a 17-year-old male, was arrested Saturday and taken into custody. Pearsall was selected by the 49ers in the first round of April's draft. College football tonight, Florida State, having already suffered a season-opening loss to Georgia Tech in Dublin last weekend, continues ACC play against Boston College in Tallahassee tonight as the Golden Eagles begin their season. Kickoff tonight is at 7:30. In golf, Scotty Scheffler capped off an incredible season with a win at the FedEx Cup after shooting a 4-under 67 yesterday at East Lake. Scheffler also won the Masters and Olympic gold earlier this year. I'm Joel Silverberg.
East Tennessee, born and raised. There's a law firm in town that understands our area and how to help you best when you're in need. At the McKeon Law Group, Jed McKeon and his team specialize in all aspects of how to best guide you in times when you need it the most. Whether you're going through a divorce, injury, child custody, or criminal battles, their team is a family that will do its best to help your family. Call 294-8008 for the McKeon Law Group. East Tennessee, born, raised, and ready to help you, no matter what your case.
Join Tyler and Will Thursday, September 5th at TVAMP for their Client Appreciation Tailgate. TVAMP is a Knoxville-based financial planning and investment management company working for folks with $500,000 plus of investable assets to help them tackle their finances. TVAMP aims to help you understand and organize everything, avoid expensive mistakes, design a plan, and live invested. Join Tyler and Will at TVAMP Thursday, September 5th at 625 Brookvale Lane by Aubrey's. TVAMP is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies.
Experience the cold refreshment of the Rockies on Rocky Top with ice-cold 102-calorie Coors Light, the official beer of chill. Every Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue at your next Big Orange tailgate, because that means it's ready to enjoy. Coors Light, born in the Rockies, made to chill. Proud sponsor of Tennessee football. Now available on Saturdays at Neyland Stadium. Please drink responsibly. Every Image Matters game day all day during football season, you'll find the Sports Animal broadcasting live from University Commons inside Fieldhouse Social. Parking is available for home games for $40 within walking distance to Neyland Stadium. Watch the WNML pregame shows live and tailgate, shop, eat, and pregame to get ready to follow the balls in style at University Commons during Image Matters game day all day on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
I want you to remember this website. It's lowerincometaxes.com. Lowerincometaxes.com. You have to remember that website because that website can change your financial future. Lowerincometaxes.com gets you to Steve Vasgard Welded Retirement Strategies. What Steve has done for decades, and he's done it for captains of industry, he's done it for retired professional athletes, he can do it for you as well. Steve shows you how to grow and to protect your wealth without having to deal with stock market volatility. Look, Steve Vasgard's been doing this for a very long time. He has the strategies, and one thing that he does is sit down with every prospective client before you sign a single thing and says, okay, let's create different models to find out exactly what your retirement goals are, and let's get you from where you are today to where you want to be. We'll create multiple different models, and we'll use the one that's the most efficient that will work for you to get you where you want to be in retirement. lowerincometexas.com for Steve Asgard Wealth of Retirement Strategies.
This report is sponsored by Tire Rack. Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
Overall, it's a mostly sunny day across East Tennessee with a high reaching near 88. Now, with the humidity, we're going to feel closer to 90. Then overnight tonight, mostly clear skies down to 64. For your Tuesday, a few more clouds around as we move through the course of the day. A high of 84, down to 65 headed into Wednesday. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Granger.
Bring security to your home with a new fence from Tennessee Home. Tennessee Home is your local trusted fencing and deck specialist. Call today for a free no-pressure appointment, 865-304-0955, or visit online, tennesseehome.us.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Whether you're facing divorce, injury, or any legal strife has come your way, there's one call to make to Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
I'm VFL Todd Kelly Jr., and it's...
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Turkeyman did follow up with his question in the text box asking about surprises, anything in the game. He asked, did you expect James Pierce not to get a sack? We did get asked last week about how many sacks Tennessee might be able to get, I think, as a team, what they might be able to do. And our thought was, well, maybe not a lot because they'll probably try to get the ball out. Mm-hmm. And then if I knew that Pierce was only going to play 10 snaps, then no, I would not have expected him to get a sack. So the starters on the D-line didn't play a bunch. Keenan Peely played 15 snaps, get some work, and then get out of there. So I'm not surprised by that, knowing how little he played, and a bunch of the plays ran away from him too.
Yeah, they ran a lot of misdirection, some bootleg stuff, and was trying to keep Tennessee's defensive line kind of off balance a lot. And most of their success in the passing game was throwing, off bootleg to the tight ends. And there's no way they were going to be able to drop back and sit in the pocket and have all day to push the ball down the football field. So I'm not surprised that we didn't have as many sacks as I'm sure people expected us to have. And I'm not surprised that the guys didn't play a lot. I mean, we were told that a lot of players were going to play in this game. And once we saw, Nico go out after the first half, and we saw all the rotational players go in throughout the game, I kind of got an idea, especially when you had a glimpse of fall camp and some of the scrimmages where we were being really, really careful. Consider all the injuries around the country. I mean, that was something I think really played in the minds of the coaching staff, and they should. I mean, there's no reason to practice hard, work hard, and not work smart too at the same time. It's a difference between working hard and being dumb. Like, work hard but play smart too. And I thought Tennessee did a really good job of doing that during fall camp in the first game, protecting guys.
We were also asked if we were surprised by Dante Thornton's performance.
No, because he picked up where he left off, playing on the outside from last season. So no, I'm not surprised. I mean, it would be one thing if he was playing in a slot and he was catching balls in traffic, but I wouldn't even be surprised then because he had the whole offseason to work on the mistakes he made last year. We saw Jalen Hyatt have a rough season in Heupel's first year, then come back after working his tail off during the summer and had a breakout season. So I knew Dante Thornton would be a better player because of the players that were brought in, whether they were from the portal or freshmen, highly rated players, 4- and 5-star. So I knew Dante would get better and improve. I'm just happy that he had success in first game of the season, and he saw his hard work pay off.
Yep, really good performance, and that's an example of the wide receiver group being better and deeper this year compared to last year.
Joel hooked us up with some information about the consecutive completions that Nico had, and in terms of the record, Turkey Man asked about that last segment. East Carolina's Dominic Davis set the record in 2011, 36 passes over 2 games, including 26 in a row versus Navy there in 2011.
So that would be the NCAA record.
Yeah.
Yep.
So big thanks to Joel for being our research team, research department.
Joel Stats and Info.
That's right.
Hey, every day on the show, we hand out Attaboys and Attagirls. We do that thanks to the Native Nursery, one of our favorite segments of the day every single day. And yesterday was a great day. Now, we got hit with some weather, and the Big Kahuna Wing Festival prevailed.
That was great.
Shows the setup, the planning that Matt Beeler and everybody involved put together. So, dual lawns. You had the double lawn set up. That was great.
Yep.
I thought everything was terrific. I was able to stay till the end. The fireworks show was amazing. It was. I was given a tip ahead of time. Hey, you might want to check out the fireworks if you get a chance. This is going to be quite a show. It blew me away. One of the coolest fireworks shows I can remember seeing. So yesterday I thought was awesome. 11th annual Big Kahuna Wing Festival. Matt Biller put so much work into it to try to give back to the community as well. That's a big part of why it continues to happen. So attaboy today, attagirls to everybody involved with the 11th annual Big Kahuna Wing Festival.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the volunteers and the patience that they showed with some of the attendees there. I mean, just a really, really great job, well organized. I was blown away by the setup. You had one lawn that had all the smokers set up for the smoked wings, and then the other lawn you had the sauce wings, and it was really cool to go by and see some of the teams. A couple surprises that I had, some people that I knew was on Cook team. Shout out to Bad Tech Andy, who had his team out there. He put out a really good wing. The Carolina Gold Wings, they were good, Andy. So it was just a really awesome event. It'll be a part of, and can't wait for next year's.
Yep. So great job, everybody. Those with the wing setup, the entertainment side, and everybody volunteering and putting things together. You never know what's going to happen weather-wise. They got hit. They were prepared, and it was still a great time all day long yesterday with the Big Kahuna Wing Festival. So I'm ready for the 12th annual next September.
You know, I was asked about a part of the event, whether or not you will be participating. And obviously, these people listen to the show.
What do we got here? By the way, I want to quick pause here. We are in the middle of our Attaboy segment, thanks to Native Nursery. This is about positivity, those doing good things.
This was positively a great joke.
Okay, well, let's hear it. What do we got?
I was asked if you were going to be participating in the Kid Zone. I was asked if you were taught enough to get on the rides. And I was like, I don't know, man. Let me cut this short. But someone did ask me.
Someone asked you that, huh?
I'm serious. I can verify.
Okay.
My wife can verify. I was asked about your participation in the Kid Zone.
You didn't laugh, did you?
Of course I laughed. It was funny.
Oh.
I don't not laugh at good jokes.
Would have been rude not to.
Yeah, man. I'm a human. But
did your wife stand up for me?
She's laughing too. It was a good joke.
Okay.
You know what? I think I probably made the joke, and then my good people over there at the lemonade stand, they kind of piled on.
So I would like to hand out attaboys and attagirls to almost everybody in attendance at yesterday's Big Kahuna Wing Festival. It was a great time at World's Fair Park.
Definitely the volunteers.
Yep.
Y'all rocked it.
Volunteer State continues to show. We hand out attaboys and attagirls every day thanks to the Native Nursery. It's open for contractors and landscapers, your one-stop destination offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials, including boulders, flagstone, mulch, and more. They'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. Great local company. If you're a contractor or landscaper, make the Native Nursery your go-to location. Today, stop by see Ben and Ted at 3473 Louisville Road, just 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit. It's the Native Nursery. Also, congrats to Will West. He won the celebrity wing eating contest yesterday, and he was quite proud of the accomplishment.
Was it like the amount that he ate?
Yeah, I think it was 30 wings, and you had...
That's it?
Something like 3 minutes, and he knocked it out in 1:45. I think my facts...
That's pretty good.
I think my facts and figures are correct.
I don't want to downplay it because I don't want to be challenged next year. I mean, hey, that's good, man. That's good. I was full.
Yeah.
I was full real quick. It was lunch and dinner. So I was happy. So kudos to Will West, man. That's a lot of wings in a short amount of time.
Yep. Fly high with the Wing Festival victory. We'll come back. Our Power Poll to close out the show. We'll look back at the weekend. We'll get you ready for Tyler and Will coming up at 3 on the Sports Animal side. Another segment to go as well on AM 640, the Sports Monster, right here on Josh and Swain.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bragg with Bragg Weight Loss and Wellness. Our weight loss program uses cutting-edge modern-day science while utilizing over 40 years of research to determine a personalized blueprint for your weight loss. We are proud to be Strong Science certified. The Strong Science certification validates the guarantee that you will safely experience significant weight loss in 40 days, and you'll sustain it. Let us guide you on a journey to a healthier you. Call 865-444-2189 or visit braggweightlossandwellness.com.
It's football time in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. Let's get some nachos before kickoff.
Hold on. I forgot my wallet at home.
Don't worry. You can still enjoy the game, even if your wallet's at home. When you add your Knoxville TVA Employees Credit Union debit or credit card to your digital wallet, they're always available to use. Learn more at tvacreditunion.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Join us now. The Office Laser Printer, the device everyone loves to hate. Yet for most organizations, it's essential. Even in today's digital age, Office functionality often relies on printers. They help us get work done, but they're often down when you need them the most. And their toner cartridges are too expensive. Image Matters, East Tennessee's premier locally owned office technology company, can help resolve the love-hate relationship with your laser printers. With our comprehensive managed print services program, your printers, regardless of make or model, will be supported by Image Matters' award-winning customer service with proactive supply management on a simple cost-per-page program, reducing cost by up to 30% compared to buying toner cartridges from the big box stores. Let Image Matters help you love your printer again. Contact one of our dedicated managed print specialists for a complimentary print environment assessment by visiting us at imagemattersinc.com or call 865-212-3600. Image Matters, technology you need, people you trust.
99.1 The Sports Animal has teamed up with Forge Advertising and WVLT to bring you the Fox and Farmer Toss to Victory. You could win an awesome limited edition cornhole set this football season, beautifully designed with Tennessee tradition. One winner will be chosen each game week, and the 12 winners will also be finalists to win a Tennessee bowl game experience at the end of the season. Log on to 991thesportsanimal.com and enter to win today.
Hey Vol fans, I don't know if you're like me, but usually every football season, I typically give myself an injury just from cheering on the Big Orange. Whether it's tearing an Achilles while streaking through the neighborhood after beating Bama, or spraining an ankle from kicking the TV when watching us play Florida. We've all been there. For all these things, I call my friends at Tennessee Foot and Ankle, and they call those Vol pains. At their 3 facilities, there's no Vol pain they haven't seen, and not many they haven't experienced themselves. If you or your loved one has experienced a Vol pain like this or anything similar, call them today. Located in Sevierville, Madisonville, and Lenoir City, I promise it'll be worth the drive no matter which direction you're coming from. Just know you're being treated by true Vol fans who know true Vol pains. Call them today at VOL 986-2700, and let's get your Vol pain gone before more settle in this upcoming game day. Tennessee Foot and Ankle, healing your Vol pain, back together just in time for another this weekend.
Look, I'm not going to say that fudge from Old South Candy can fix everything, but I dare you to dwell on things or fret the small stuff while you're indulging in delicious orange cream fudge. Oh, that's good. Or sampling seasonal favorites like pumpkin cheesecake. Or...
Sorry, man, but yep, the car's totaled.
So good.
Man?
Savor the moment with nostalgic fudge from Old South Candy. Visit us at 7146 Maynardville Pike, Suite 200 in Knoxville. Shop online at oldsouthcandy.com.
They say the best things in life are free. Streaming 99.1, the sports animal proves it.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1, The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Final segment of today's show. Fun to have a little football to talk about, Swain. Not here's what's going on in practice behind the scenes. There's a scrimmage where this guy sat, that guy sat. Got some real football this past weekend.
That's right. That's right. It was fun. Week 1. Sit back after Tennessee got a win early in the day and watch some of the games Saturday night, and then watching Sunday's game and get a chance to do it today too.
You think Florida State bounces back in a big way tonight against Boston College after the Dublin loss to Georgia Tech?
I think they bounce back. I would not be surprised if Boston College wins, though.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's blood in the water, man.
There'd be problems in Tallahassee if that happens.
There's blood in the water right now. But I think Florida State will win. I think they will bounce back.
Okay.
But if they lose, there's going to be some drama down there in a different Florida college town.
Yeah, I think FSU bounces back and wins big, but I'm curious to see if they don't. Some Noles fans will not be patient about that.
They've had a rough couple months, Josh.
Mm-hmm. Just hard to believe they were unconquered a year ago.
They were unconquered. If you forget about the last game of the season that they played, they definitely was conquered in baseball, and they was conquered in week 1. So maybe they can reverse being conquered in week 2.
The halftime show was really cool at Neyland Stadium the other day with the baseball set up from the band.
I'm sorry.
That was really cool.
I saw pictures, but I was recovering in the media room. I was cooling off, my man. I did watch the performance on TV on the monitor. I did see the performance, but I did not see it in person. I was cooling off. Speaking of that, Smokey, you're wrong for your ray gun performance. You wrong, Smokey. You wrong for that ray gun performance. I saw you out there looking like a fish out of water, crawling around.
There were a few that took it to an 11 for the opener. And I heard somebody in the press box say, I don't remember who said it, but they're doing the different formations. So there's the baseball, there's the diamond, there's Tony V, there's Vols. If they could have done some kind of check swing formation.
Ooh. Don't rub it in Florida State, man.
That's not okay. So that was cool. Tennessee came out hot, 69 points against Chattanooga. The band came out, Pride of the Southland. They were on fire to kick off the season.
It sure was.
So, Swain, we close out the show with the Power Poll. We get to look back at the weekend with our top performers, our top winners, top losers from this past weekend. Would you like to lead us off?
Yeah, losers, I'm going with Connor Wegman. He had 100 yards passing, 2 interceptions, and had a QBR of 31 versus Notre Dame in his first big start there at Texas A&M. Clemson, big-time losing performance versus UGA. Didn't want to go to the portal. Recruiting has slipped, and it showed up in a big way versus Georgia. And I know Georgia will probably do that to a lot of teams. But if you're Clemson, you don't hold yourself to the standard of a lot of teams. Winners include Miami, dominating Florida, draining the swamp. USC, proving that their defense has improved, beating up on LSU and winning that game. I got to go with the receiver out there, Arizona, T-Mac McMillan, who had 4 touchdowns, could have had 5, 10 catches, 304 receiving yards, listed as the number 1 receiver in the country. He is a matchup night.
He's a stud. There's some beast receivers out there, young and old.
Oh, yeah. And
then, he was awesome.
Notre Dame's win over Texas A&M, also one of my winners.
Okay, my winners list. Props to them. Vanderbilt. They were the only team as a double-digit underdog to win this weekend. I think it was 58-1 double-digit favorites went.
Oh, yeah.
The one was Vandy. Now, this stat is actually kind of sad, but 61 straight losses for Vandy when trailing by 7 or more in the fourth quarter. 7. If you get a touchdown lead or better, that's it for Vandy. Since 2016, that streak is snapped. Also kind of sad, the last time they came back, it was against Western Kentucky. But Vandy came back. They had a big lead early,
down.
Gave up the lead, missed the field goal, and prevailed nonetheless.
They should have stormed the field and
credit to Vandy.
Tore the goalpost down.
I am almost all football except for this one. Number 4, Caitlin Clark. She continues to be a monster.
Oh, yeah.
Helps the Indiana Fever get a win. They're over 500 for the first time in 5 years. They had gone a WNBA record 189 straight games without a winning record. Caitlin Clark shows up, and all of a sudden they're winning. I think she's ready for the pros. I have Lincoln Riley, number 3. Sometimes the pendulum can go too far one way or the other. During the offseason, it's like Lincoln Riley can't coach. He can still coach. Just last year wasn't good and needed to do better. They got a win last night. Number 2, Notre Dame. They might be going to the playoff. I mean, their schedule sets up nicely. Number 1, the U. They might be back. 3 losers. Nice win for Vandy still. Virginia Tech. That's a tough one. Brian Kelly.
All right, Brian.
But number 1, the Gators.
Ugh.
They got chomped in the swamp.
They did. Oh, yeah. Got to give some love to the kickers. All the kicks were out of the end zone for touchbacks.
There you go.
Yeah, so I had to give some
love
to the kickers.
I'm done with that.
I got a reminder, so just want to make sure.
Okay.
I highlight the kickers. And that's important, though. You can't have touchdown returns if the ball is not returned.
Swain, did we say it all?
Nope. We got all week, though, to do it.
We will try again tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
That sounds like a good idea.
Thank you, Joel Silverberg. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We'll see you tomorrow at noon on Josh and Swain.
Since